strange member scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie.
Controversial team.
Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity later rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Yeah, come on, bring it on. You know what? I think this is hilarious.
A whole big bunch of fun.
The greatest show on satellite radio today.
This show is like the box of chocolates that Forrest's mother was talking about.
You're a no-good son of a bitch.
Fuck you, motherfucker. We're so much fucking better than you.
Absolute lunacy.
If you're giving me the hook, fine, whatever.
Well, what's
I
going
do
on?
what I'm told. I don't.
Completely out of control.
It doesn't get better than this. Come on, it's shocking.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning.
Wow, did you see that All-Star game last night?
No.
Woo! Why bother?
It's like, why bother? You know what the results are going to be when you wake up in the morning. They'll tell you. It's the old National League won this year, all right?
They won?
Did I have to watch it?
Well, baseball came up with the dumbest thing ever in sports, and I challenge you to come up with something dumber. Whatever league wins the All-Star game gets home field advantage for the World Series. That is the stupidest thing ever invented in sports.
Yeah.
Because you got a bunch of guys that already know they don't have a shot at the World Series this year.
They ain't gonna make it.
So you expect them to play really hard so the National League gets home field advantage? It's dumb. If you want a really good All-Star game, you come up with a sponsor, you come up with a lot of money, and the winning team gets a shitload of cash. Give them $1 million apiece or something. Then you'll see a great game.
There's incentive.
But the incentive to get home field advantage for the World Series is so stupid.
There's only a couple of players that would care.
Maybe Travis could help me out. I mean, how many players?
T-Storm.
How many players on the National League team have a shot at the World Series, would you guess? Way less than half, obviously.
Oh, yeah, geez, probably maybe a dozen.
So all the guys on those shitty teams, why would they play hard? Why?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just garbage.
But, wow. George, dead, and look at that.
George Steinbrenner.
National League wins.
Well,
he wouldn't be happy.
Well, that's why he died. I saw that on Twitter last night. See, he'd rather die than see
happened.
the.
But it happened after, and then
he'd rather die than see the National League win the All-Star game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Boo!
Very important. You know what? I'm a New Yorker, Yankee fan. Grew up knowing all about. Not all about, but enough. He was in the news all the time. Back page of the papers. George Steinbrenner. Mm-hmm. I've fucking had it with dead Steinbrenner. I care fucking less. Enough.
He hasn't even been dead a full day.
And believe me.
He died yesterday morning. Give him 24 hours.
Fuck that. I go to turn on Seinfeld last night. Somber music. Channel 5 News is doing a somber. We remember George Steinbrenner. Let's look back. The guy was known as a scumbag. No one liked him. The sports writers are all coming out like, oh, there was a different side of George that no one really saw. Yeah, you didn't either. He yelled at you. He yelled at everyone. He was a prick. He was a fucking prick. And now they're treating him like he's fucking Mother Teresa.
He brought a lot of championships to New York.
Yes, he did.
So his
what?
managing style worked.
Yep.
Bravo.
So his managing style worked.
Bravo for him. Did you hear Torrey? Torrey was like, yeah, he wasn't always the easiest guy to work for. And that's after he's dead. You know what that means? He fucking sucked to work for.
I just like to go through the posts and read the celebrity Twitters and stuff like Yogi Berra. There's some cool ones.
Oh, can we see that?
No,
what dumb paper is that in?
No.
It's in the page 4 of the post.
Poor Yogi. How old is he?
Yoga, he's just...
Yogi Berry?
I'm tired.
Yogi Bear? What?
You got tired, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh, here's the celebrity tweets. Which one's your... Jimmy's in here.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
What the fuck?
I didn't even notice.
Where's Jim
That's
Norton?
the first one I see. Jimmy writes, George Steinbrenner has passed away. The Grim Reaper was seen leaving his hospital room wearing a Red Sox hat.
That was definitely meant as a goof, too, not to be dramatic.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you for explaining that.
Okay, they were all being, I was goofing. All of them were a goof.
Yeah, goof tweets and then the dumb paper picks it up as real.
But Yogi Berra, this is such a lack of love in this. George was the boss, make no mistake. He built the Yankees into champions, and that's something nobody can ever deny. Nice personal touch, Yog. Jesus.
Yog.
Yeah. He put his pants on one leg at a time. Did he? Fucking idiot. Shut up.
Where's our machines today?
Oh, look at that. You don't have your machine yet. We're probably loading it up with some fun new sounds.
Jason Alexander has a fine celebrity tweet. The fact that he allowed himself and his beloved team to be satirized on our show is an indication to me of his true character.
Yeah, why wouldn't he want the #1 show on television to feature the Yankees?
I'm starting to think Twitter is a complete waste of time. It really is. It's just a joke. Any other good ones in here you like?
I haven't looked at any. I think they're all
terrible. First of all, I'm trying to find a real celebrity in this fucking group.
Hey, Jimmy
Well,
no, except for Jimmy, obviously. I mean, come on.
You don't start the big one. Jerry Jones. From an interest level, baseball was always better when the profile and the performance of the New York Yankees were at a high level. And George always made sure that was the case.
Yeah.
What garbage.
Who's going to read this shite?
Mayor Bloomberg tweeted.
I guess
no.
Thank God Mayor Bloomberg has time to fucking tweet.
Yeah.
Or are these quotes? Is this Twitter?
No,
or
it's combination. We'll say
is
Twitter.
it combo?
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
We like
Bloomberg
people who compete and who want to win honestly and fairly. And I think that's exactly what George tried to do.
Yeah. Like you won the last election fair?
Yeah, he pretty much cheated his way to his
where you
third
just
term.
fucking made a new rule that you could run again?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and, we're dumb. We just allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
No one really challenged that.
Why put it to a vote?
I don't think anyone else wanted to be the mayor of this shithole.
Here's a horrendous one.
Oh.
Here's Bill and Hillary Clinton really adding that personal touch. They say that if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And nobody knew that as well as George Steinbrenner. Are you saying that nobody knew that in addition to George Steinbrenner? Nobody and Steinbrenner knew it? Or they're saying nobody knew that as well as he did?
No one
as nobody knew that
as
well as George Steinbrenner.
Even though there was a song written about it.
Everyone knew it. Stupid asses.
This is why this world is lame. I mean, if I ran a paper, I would just run tweets from people that hated his fucking guts.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of ex-players that would come out of the woodwork with their fine tweets.
Oh.
If you nudged them a little bit, right?
Billy Martin tweeted.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you spell that in 140 characters?
I know, it's very difficult, but he got it in.
Yeah, all right. Well, George
Some
Steinbrenner
abbreviations
has passed, and there's a special tribute in this paper.
Well, enough of the fucking 25-page pull-out section of the newspaper.
Who wants pictures of an owner?
That's what I'm saying.
Who wants
It's
pictures
like,
of an owner?
all right, I understand. The guy, big part of fucking New York as far as that. But, I mean, a little too much coverage.
Mm-hmm. And I see that Mel Gibson's tape number 3 made page 23. Uh-oh. Big drop-off from the first two movies the first two tapes, I should say, he made.
Is it like The Godfather 2, and then The Godfather 3?
I'm starting to think that.
Is tape 3 as good? I haven't heard it yet.
Well, he talks about the wetbacks, so.
All right.
It's the wetbacks get some
That's good.
some mentions in tape 3, which we'll get to in a little while.
That is nice.
Well, George Steinbrenner, people continue to remember him today, Anthony.
He's dead?
He's dead, and did you hear what Rush Limbaugh had to say? Kind of what you just said.
I read something. I didn't hear it.
And people are outraged that Rush Limbaugh kind of took some shots at Georgie. What was his nickname? Georgie something?
The Boss.
No, there was
It's
another.
called The Boss.
Georgie.
Who was called Georgie? Oh.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm thinking Susan Waldman now, so that means it's probably a player.
Susan Waldman.
All right, whatever. I think I'm completly wrong.
wait, maybe
Posada?
You don't have to spend time on this.
It's Posada.
Posada.
She calls him Georgie.
Georgie.
Jorge, yeah.
All right. This is what Rush Limbaugh had to say, and people are outraged, but I think he's
please.
I think he's right on target with this.
George Steinbrenner has passed away at age 80. That cracker made a lot of African-American millionaires.
See, if he says cracker, though, he should say jigaboo. We're trying to bring jigaboo back because it's so ridiculous.
You know what?
Rush Limbaugh.
Rush doesn't care anymore.
He does.
He doesn't care.
He cares by saying African Americans. If you say cracker, then you say the equivalent, which would probably be old school jigaboo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colored.
Something like that, right?
I just don't understand why. And believe me, I love race. I love talking about it and thinking about it.
Yes, always.
But I don't understand. But I may have only heard one line. That's probably why.
What happened?
I don't know what he's talking about.
He made a lot of black guys a lot of money, I
A lot
guess.
of white guys money too.
Yeah.
Hey, Mattingly, $20 million.
Exactly.
George Steinbrenner has passed away at age 80. That cracker made a lot of African American millionaires. George Steinbrenner, the classic capitalist. Everybody around him became wealthy. And like most successful capitalists, he made the people around him wealthy. And a lot of African American millionaires along the way. And at the same time, he fired a bunch of white guys as managers, left and right. I tell you what, Steinbrenner hasn't been himself for the past 2 or 3 years, but nevertheless, what a man he was, and what a feature and a character he was in Major League Baseball.
Well, you know what? That wasn't even worth playing. That sucked.
He got a lot of work out of the spooks. What is he? What
Isn't Rush Limbaugh?
He's
on like 1,200 radio stations, I think, and that's all he had on fucking Steinbrenner.
He was just trying to be a little outrageous.
There was no reason to mention. Like, race had it was a completely worthless tie.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
worthless. What he said.
About.
What are you doing, Rush?
Yeah.
It's not offensive. It was just dumb.
No,
it was definitely
it's like,
dumb.
Yeah, there was no. Now you want to talk race? Talk about that. They just showed the two Black Panthers standing outside the polling place during the Obama election.
Trying to help.
That was good.
They were helping.
You know what I've noticed of late. I did a little podcast last night, just for an hour. Everybody is trying so hard not to step on everyone's podcast. It's like I had to squeeze mine in between Joe Rogan's, and then Joe Rogan is a guest on another one.
Oh, really?
And then I didn't want to step on Louis' show that was coming on. Like it's so you have to schedule your podcasts now, so you're not stepping on your pals.
Just turn on your TriCaster and broadcast.
That's pretty much it.
I mean,
but then you realize it's like, oh shit, Rogan's on.
We live in a on-demand world. Don't worry about it.
That's pretty much what it is.
Don't worry about it.
I just wanted to tell you the truth. I just kind of actually wanted to watch Rogan, so he just hangs out.
Yeah, he hangs with his buddy.
Probably stoned.
He does a great podcast.
And their subject probably lasts for 10 seconds, and then they're on to some other cosmic event.
Well, they got a little ADD going on there.
It's fantastic.
They got a little ADD
I was
going
cracking
on.
up.
Hey, before we move on from the Steinbrenner thing, though, one of our own came in with a Yankees jersey.
Oh, we have a heartbroken employee here, do we?
Yes. It's Love Buzz.
Love Buzz.
Love Buzz hasn't been on the show a lot. He's an intern that's really stupid.
He's been on enough though where people kind of know who he is.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. What's his most dumb moment on the program?
Well, he came in with a Lakers jersey once, or a Lakers shirt, and said he was a huge fan of the Lakers and had nothing to say about the Lakers. He could barely name who was on the team. But Love Buzz, I see you're wearing a Yankees jersey.
Yes,
actually, a Mattingly Yankees jersey.
Yeah.
And I would assume it's because George Steinbrenner passed away.
It's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, and you were telling me just before the show that you're a big Yankees fan.
I am a Yankees fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am.
So
I like the
that's
Yankees.
why you're paying tribute with a Yankees jersey.
Could you name the starting lineup of the Yankees?
Let's see. I don't know the exact order, but there's Jeter, there's Teixeira. You got Teixeira on first, Cano on second, Jeter shortstop, A-Rod third. Cervelli's the catcher. Brett Gardner's in the outfield.
Where's Posada? Is he hurt?
Switch it. I think he is hurt.
Thank you.
He's on the DL.
He's no kid anymore.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta give him that.
All right, you're proving
he's
that
a
you're
fan.
You're watching the team.
Yeah.
And you were a big fan of George Steinbrenner?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you like George?
Yeah, give us some of your memories and thoughts of George Steinbrenner.
He's such an asshole to, like, the people he, like, the people that work for him.
Were you listening?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Were you listening to me? Hoo-hoo.
He was such an asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole to people.
Yeah.
Just fires people. Fired Billy Martin 5 times. I thought that's pretty funny. Just kept on bringing him back. Fucked up his life some more.
Well, don't you think Billy Martin is the dope in that situation?
Yeah,
Keep coming back to the asshole boss.
George wasn't the one dumping Miller Lights down Billy's throat.
This is also true. He also wasn't driving the car.
I'm sure he would have preferred Billy wasn't drinking.
Yes.
Maybe he was trying to make a point that Billy never got.
Yeah. Maybe Billy's drinking made his job difficult.
Right.
I don't recall George almost having a fist fight with Thurman Munson and Reggie.
In the middle of a game.
Yeah. God, the good old
Hey, we're
days.
trying to play baseball here, Philly. Why are you making it about you right now?
Oh, the good old days.
What was the big one where was it when he yanked Reggie Jackson?
Billy, when he called him in from the outfield.
Called him in from the outfield, and there was almost
Oh, they were
fist
fucking.
fight.
They were ready to duke it out in front of the dugout.
Yeah, I think he wanted Reggie to bunt, and Reggie wouldn't bunt. I think.
No, I think Reggie was in the outfield. He didn't
Oh,
go
boy.
hard to catch the ball.
Oh, you know what? He's
and
right.
The ball fell right in front of him.
You are right, because why else would he have called him in from the outfield over
Yeah,
a bunt?
yeah.
I like being corrected by someone who doesn't even know the mic should be talking to.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No, it's okay. You're right. It's just your mic technique is terrible.
What else you got on George Steinbrenner? We're counting on you because everyone's remembering George Steinbrenner today, and we're using you for that today.
Let me ask Love Buzz Sterling. So what exactly was it? Who was it they wanted to bunt? When did that happen? What happened when he wanted them to bunt and he wouldn't bunt?
I'm not sure about the bunting thing. I just know the reason why he pulled Reggie was because he didn't go hard for the fly ball.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, go.
I think
sorry.
he put Mickey Rivers in for him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Blackest baseball player
Oh,
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very dark,
Yeah.
man.
I'm not talking about his hair. I'm just talking about his color.
Oh.
I think he was the blackest baseball player ever to play the
Mickey
game.
ran out to fucking right field, fucking waving a limb he had cut off in a civil unrest.
He also had a bit of a gambling problem.
Who?
Mickey Rivers.
Oh, did he?
And
I
his
didn't know
wife
that.
had to take over his finances.
This is really bizarre that Love Buzz actually knows something.
I know.
These are things I want to know too.
Yeah, no
Waiting to
kidding.
rip 'em apart.
What do you got on Mickey Rivers' gambling problem?
That's all I know. Is just he was a big gambler and his wife took over everything. Every paycheck just went to her.
So what happened to Mickey Rivers?
I don't know what happened to him after that.
You
I
better
don't go on the
Once you
history of
Google
Mickey
Mickey
Rivers.
Rivers for us and come back with a report.
Okay.
A full report on Mickey
I'll be
Rivers.
right back.
No, I want to know about Mattingly, though. You got the Mattingly jersey on.
Well, my earliest memories of baseball was Don Mattingly. He was the only Yankee I knew when I first started watching baseball.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 21.
You do realize that Mattingly retired, I think,
95.
That's 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're 6 years old,
For his last season.
and that's his last season.
I mean, in his prime, you were 0.
And now you're one again.
I guess so.
So you were watching Mattingly.
I just remember Mattingly.
yeah.
Nothing special about him. I just remember Don Mattingly.
Did he touch you?
No, Don Mattingly
Oh,
didn't
okay.
touch me.
I'm just wondering why the memories.
Whenever he thinks of Mattingly, his hiney gets warm and heated up and really sore. It's like a warm, hot poker being shoved into his young bottom.
Got it right on the nose there.
And so Mattingly is one of your favorite players, even though you barely remember seeing him play.
Yeah.
What was his nickname?
Donnie Baseball.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Not that one.
Never won a championship.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think the year
Wow.
before his rookie year, didn't they win a championship?
Wow, look at you.
And then the
Maybe.
year
The year
after
before
retired.
his rookie year.
Wait,
Yeah.
the year before his rookie year.
I think
and then,
his rookie year is 82.
And then
and then
96.
And then the year right after he retired,
Yeah.
they went on their run. Oh,
kind of
my
some fucked
God,
up luck
that
there.
sucks.
I saw Mattingly's last home run in the stadium. I was at that game. It was against the Mariners in '95, the playoff
you.
series. They won the first 2 games and then promptly lost the next 3. That's when 5-game playoff series were 2 and 3, and they lost 3 in a row in Seattle, as we knew they would.
You remember that, Love Buzz?
I vaguely remember the Seattle series.
For the record,
Were
the
you
Yankees,
pissing your pants?
the Yankees didn't
I
win
probably
the
was
81
then.
series.
I was a young lad.
What's that? What happened?
The Yankees didn't win the 81 series.
So Love Buzz is wrong
No,
about
they
that.
they were in it, but they lost to the Dodgers.
So, all right. Mattingly started in the league, what, 82 then?
Yeah, it was 82.
So, Yankees, the last time they won the World Series before 82 was what, 79,
77,
8?
78.
Somewhere around there?
I think it was the 77 season, right?
So 70,
Yeah,
77, 78 they won.
Yeah, 77, 78.
Right. Okay.
All right, so I was a little off. I wasn't born then.
Honestly, you did pretty well. I'm kind of bummed that this didn't work out
that's
as,
all right.
Sorry,
as well
guys.
as I wanted, which was for you to look
That's
like
all
a
right.
complete asshole.
He's still, even though he knows stuff, he still looks stupid.
Right.
So I have
take
no
that.
problem with that.
I'll take it.
Who else is wearing Yankee attire around here
We
today?
have intern Joe who's wearing a Yankee hat.
Yeah, I see the Yankee hat. And did I see Steve C. wearing a Yankee hat? I just passed by really quickly.
No, he wasn't wearing a Yankee hat.
Okay. Yes. It was a Yank Me hat. See, 'cause-
Yeah, Yankee cranky hat.
yes.
Yeah, all of a sudden everybody's the Yankees. How come no one's wearing a stadium shirt or something?
I don't get it.
What?
And he gets
All right,
mad.
people want to go back
And
to
he
the
gets
Rush.
mad.
People want to go back to the Rush Limbaugh statement.
Do they?
Sal in Jersey. Sal.
He's Sal.
Good morning.
Good morning.
boys.
Hey.
Morning, you guys rule. Jimmy, you're the man.
Thank you.
Of course.
And hey, Openy, congratulations again. It's the first time I thought to you
What's
guys
an
in a long
opening?
time.
Opening.
I know.
Openy and Anthony. Remember that one, long time listener.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
I had heard an interview that this freakoid Shabazz did from the New Black Liberation Front, where he talked about hating crackers and despising the white man and
Yeah.
all this racist crap. And I think Rush Limbaugh was really kind of spoofing. Not that you guys need to be told. what
Yeah,
he's
maybe he was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Spoof. It
Yeah.
was all a big spoof, I believe, on Shabazz.
Okay.
Shabazz.
Whatever his name is.
Is it Malik Shabazz?
Malik Shabazz.
'Cause that's- he's trying-
Shabazz
I
Ball.
love you. I'm heading into the tunnel now.
All right.
Love you
He's
guys.
trying so hard to be a radical, Malik Shabazz, because that was Malcolm X's. I think Malcolm X, after he went to Mecca, became El Hajj Malik El Shabazz.
Yeah.
And he had this guy's got the glasses. He's trying so hard.
They are really trying. This new Black Panther movement, they are trying so hard to be someone. And I hate the fucking media that they're playing them up like almost legitimate right now. They're not goofing on them, not calling them a hate group. I was comparing them to the Klan. I was comparing them to the Ku Klux Klan. They're a group that is specifically there to intimidate people of another race. They are there to intimidate white people. The Klan is there to intimidate black people. Both groups have their history in killing, in bombings. The Black Panthers, how many police did they kill? How many government buildings were bombed back in the 60s and 70s? It's the same thing. It's extremists on both sides that don't quite have the numbers they really need to do a lot, because most people have enough fucking sense in their head, you know? But the media not calling them out as a hate group, which is what they are, annoys me. Why aren't they showing... If there was a Ku Klux Klan member in full regalia standing in front of a polling place with a weapon in his hand, even if it was a stick, whatever the fuck it is, he would not only be brought up on charges of intimidating voters, he would have been dragged the fuck out of there. The second someone saw him, the cops would have dragged him away. But they were able to actually stand there.
And it's... the way you're right, though. The way the media is looking at it is the way they mock the Tea Partiers and the way they editorialize with it. It really is kind of sickening. The way they're not at least going after.
Could you label this fucking new Black Panthers group as a hate group? They are a hate group as much as the KKK is. They are, and the NAACP, that irrelevant group of fucking buffoons.
I agree.
Coming out against the Tea Party and saying that they're racist. I guess they had some kind of vote, and they voted them racist. Why? Because they don't want your president elected in 2012? Is that why? Because the midterm elections are coming up, and you're getting a little skittish on the way the polls are looking? So they come out against the Tea Parties, who, by the way, are predominantly white, because they're fucking working, tax-paying people that don't want their asses taxed shut. Jesus Christ. But there are black Tea Partiers in there. There's everybody, every group is represented, but it's mostly people that just don't want to be fucked over and over again by the administration. So, of course, because the administration is now run by a black guy, the NAACP's got to come out and say that it's a racist organization. Fuck you. You're a racist organization. Irrelevant. irrelevant for 9 years.
They really have begun to stink. The NAACP, I think, served a very important at one point, and now it's like the funeral for the N-word.
Just the race card they throw around at every given moment, and the fact that Michelle Obama spoke at their 109th anniversary there, when they were doing this, when they were holding a vote whether to condemn Tea Partiers as being racist, is just that's outrageous too. What the fuck is she doing there during that? It's and
I will. This does annoy me that they're spending money. Country's in trouble here financially.
Yep.
But they're gonna fucking give these scumbag lawyers, I guess the Department of Justice, whoever it is that would have to sue Arizona.
Yeah.
And also they're suing John Stelliano, Buttman. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get him put in jail for his fuck movies.
Yeah, for his fuck movies.
That's where the government is spending money. He makes movies where cum shoots all over people.
It's fun.
And that's what he went on trial as of yesterday, and they're trying to give him 30 years in jail. And meanwhile, they're trying to have charges dropped against the fucking Black Panthers for voter intimidation.
For voter intimidation. Not trying. They did. They did. They dropped the charges, and it's based purely on race. Another lawyer came out and said he was told that specifically. A lawyer that was involved in the fucking case. Another thing Michelle Obama did, goes down to the Gulf Coast, talks about how it's vacation time and time to come down and support the Gulf Coast. Take the kids out there, show people an image that it's not all bad everywhere, and spend your money down there. And then they promptly made plans to vacation in Maine.
Did they?
Really? Oh, of course. Another vacation for Obama, as far away from the Gulf as you can get.
He should set a good example and get on that beach.
Of course he should.
With all the tar balls.
It's just crazy.
What is Michelle Obama, the mayor of Jaws?
You getting that what?
Hey, Rape Kid wants in on this. Rape Kid, what a terrific name. How are you, sir?
Good. Anthony, listen, I just wanted to let you know that your anger is a little misdirected at Obama and Eric Holder and his administration.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because your anger should really be during the Bush administration in his lame duck term when, the election happened, when he was actually president.
Yeah.
That no one during his administration prosecuted the Black Panthers for intimidating at the polls. You say nothing of the fact that Obama wasn't even president when it happened.
Oh, would you stop it? Look who who those people. You know what those people were doing in front of that polling place. They weren't intimidating. They weren't intimidating Obama's voters. Just stop it.
Hold on. Can I ask a question, sir? Didn't the Bush Department of Justice go after these guys and actually get charges brought against them, and then after it changed hands,
then it was dropped.
Then the Obama administration had them dropped. So I think you're wrong, sir.
The chart, you can research it. The charges
Google
were
it.
never brought up during Bush's administration.
But wasn't his administration over by January?
Yeah, and the election was in November, Jimmy.
No, I know. No. I understand that, but didn't his people kind of start the ball rolling?
No, there was nothing. There was nothing started during the Bush administration. The actual court prosecution, the everything that was
and Holder dropped the charges. That's all. That's all. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to sit here and play blame Bush game after 2 fucking years in office. I'm not playing the blame Bush game anymore. Okay?
Neither am I. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Clam up, Rape Kid.
I'm just trying to say your fucking anger is a little misdirected.
No, it's not misdirected. It's perfectly directed at the people that you should be angry at.
Oh, Anthony, you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
Obama is not nearly
as effective as any president that's ever been in the White House. You're right. You're right.
Black or as liberal as you project him to be.
You are out of your fucking mind.
He's continuing.
You know what he is? He was a campaigner. He was a campaigner and not a president. He's not an effective president. He was an effective campaign
You're right.
and speech reader.
But that doesn't make him as racial and as liberal.
Oh, it absolutely does. Appointed. Him with his stupid fucking church that he had to throw his preacher under the bus, and enough. Of course, it's very racially based.
And I think you're.
He's going to take away your guns because he's allowing them
I didn't say that.
Places that he's allowing them in more places than they were allowed before.
He's not asshole.
Oh, come
He's
on.
not.
If he wanted to, he could put his attention on.
If you wanted to lose the entire vote, you're out of your fucking mind.
Anthony, he's progressed Bush's wiretaps. He's decreased the security in this country as far as privacy. You know, he's a hawk as far as his position on the war to continue that. You know, and despite the fact that he says he wants to withdraw in July,
great, he's a great president.
I don't.
What a great president! Then you're
I
right.
think you're wrong. I don't think he's a hawk. I think he just kind of got caught out there. Rape kit.
He's got no balls, is what he's got. He's got no fucking balls.
Yeah. I think he said something that was campaigning, and he realized that would look horrible to do. So I don't think he's a hawk for the war. I think he just got caught out there campaigning one way, and then the reality of the situation dictates to do something else. That doesn't make you a hawk.
He got the vote by saying what people wanted to hear, and now he's not doing it.
Doesn't every politician do that, Anthony?
Oh well, isn't that a shame? Because he inspired so many people. He's so inspired. Where's the swooning? Where's the swooning? Where's the love affair? Oh, what happened? What happened? One-termer. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Rape Kid.
Maybe.
All right, good job.
I think he's
bro.
wrong about that Bush Department of Justice did go after the Black Panther Party.
Of course.
Why are we talking about this when Lindsay Lohan is in danger? She's in a lot of danger.
Oh, fuck her and the
Exactly.
cunt.
Enough with that
I
bitch.
hope someone gets a fucking plunger handle up her twat in the laundry room.
Hope Justin Volpe takes care of her case.
Did someone just pull the brake on this radio show?
Oh, God, do I certainly hope she gets some canned heat. Some good... You ever see that movie, Canned Heat?
Yeah, wasn't
Linda Blair.
Linda Blair was in that, right?
Oh, the matronly laundry room woman.
This is why the world sucks. Point number 2 today.
That's it.
There's so much shit going on in the world, but we have to worry that Lindsay Lohan might get a broom fucking shoved up her pussy in jail.
Yeah, somebody was saying she's in danger, but they news teased it.
She's in danger by...
What is she in danger by?
Jailhouse gangs. Jailhouse gangs.
Do you think she's actually
Jailhouse gangs might... What do they want to do to Lindsay Lohan?
Serve a week.
What's the quote? It was all over the place.
What everyone says they want to do to Lindsay Lohan?
Exactly.
Is that pretty much it?
They should film. You're right. She needs a movie role. They should film a new fucking Canned Heat.
Is this going to be on MSNBC's Lockup? Or is she going to be featured?
Can you imagine?
I want to see that. Is it Lockdown, Lockup? I don't know. Fuck it is. It's a prison show that
she's
scares
in
me.
danger,
Makes me not do illegal things.
She's in danger. She's very scared. She's very scared that her time in jail could mean a lot of abuse. By big lesbian women.
She could be diddled.
Right.
She could be diddled. There was one scene.
Canned Heat?
What is it? No.
Come on.
Oh, no. It was in, I think it was in Oz. Yes, where there was so much cock, even in the opening sequence. This chick was on death row, and she fucking pulls her pants down or whatever the fuck she was wearing and backed up to the bars. And just let a guard fuck her through the bars.
That's a classic
I was
move.
looking, just going, yeah, that's pretty fucking...
That's pretty hot.
That's kind of a hot scene right there.
And what prison guard isn't going in for a taste?
Of course he's going to
Well, maybe
dip
not a
it.
taste. I mean,
He's going to dip.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's too clean down there for a taste.
Ugh, no.
But for
Probably
a
not.
good shtick.
Oh, that was her. She was in the hole, and she got it in the hole.
Shirley Bellinger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
I know my Oz.
You know your eyes. Oh, it's changed heat? Not canned heat? No.
Caged heat? I thought it was canned heat. Was
Wait.
it chained heat?
Get the fuck out of here. Carlos in Jersey.
Hey, Carlos. Canned heat's the band.
Hey, it's chained heat. There was like part 1, 2,
Caged
and 3.
heat.
It's caged heat.
Yeah, it was like soft porn, man. Back in the day, it was awesome when you were a kid.
Yeah, I loved the soft porn. Big fan of the soft porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Women's prison, USA. Rape, riot, and revenge.
That's right on the movie poster?
Oh, yeah.
God, those movies, they got to bring back that genre.
Yeah.
Remember when the warden needed a little, yard work done?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why don't you come by my place?
They'd be in the yard raking and stuff with
weeding.
white T-shirts, no bras.
Yep.
What a wonderful movie
Hotness.
that was.
Just hotness.
Then he'd bring one lucky girl into the house.
Oh, what is that?
Well, that's
One of the
girls
prisoners?
topless.
Yeah, going in with their big hairy bushes and their boobies into the shower to soap each other up.
So we don't. What's the Lindsay quote? We don't have it.
I was looking at KT stuff.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean,
quote.
when you Google image canned heat, some good stuff comes up.
Yeah.
By the way, Love Buzz had all his Yankees info wrong.
Oh, did he?
And we should acknowledge that there isn't a 77-78 season. It's all played in
77.
one fucking year.
But wasn't it 2 years? Was it 77 and
That
78?
they won?
That they were in it.
They might have been in it, but they only won it.
Okay,
one of
here it
those
is.
years,
Lindsay Lohan is lesbian meat.
Oh.
And what does it say under that? That's just the headline that gets you interested in the story. Why don't you read that one, Dan?
With only a week left until she goes to jail for less than 5 minutes, lesbian gangs are already salivating at the opportunity to get a piece of Lindsay Lohan, which makes perfect sense.
This is not a real story.
No.
This is not a real
Do
story.
you honestly think they're going to put her anywhere where she's in any danger?
Lesbian
it's like
gangs?
when Paris Hilton went to jail for 10 minutes.
Right. And cried about it and then made millions off it. That's what's going to
Yeah.
happen with this Lindsay Lohan with her big, heavy breast. Jesus. What does it say after the lesbian gangs are already salivating?
It says, this is from The Superficial. According to my sources, one ginger vagina is worth roughly twice the smokes because of its patented devil magic.
That sounds like great prison lingo right there.
Wait, can you read that again? That was one of the greatest sentences I've
that's a great line.
ever heard in my life.
According to my sources, one ginger vagina is worth roughly twice the smokes because of its patented devil magic.
Devil magic.
Damn.
Wow. That sounds hot.
It does sound hot. Yeah, you're right. She'll be in jail a few weeks.
gonna
And then
be
she'll come
nothing.
out and she'll make a shitload of money off the fact.
They're going to put her somewhere nice. She's going to fucking have a little job to do. She's going to have to, run the library. She'll get out. She'll stand on a chair and hang herself. Dummy was here.
Waste of space. Enough about Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
All right. Well, that's
Good for her.
That's a fine start to the show, huh? Did a little George Steinbrenner action, as the world remembers him, the baseball world, Anthony.
Thank God.
You feel like everyone should move on already, even though it hasn't been a complete day yet since we learned the news.
You know what? They don't really give that kind of gusto as far as tributes go to a lot of other people that die that are, I think, even a little more well known.
No, they give gusto to all these fucking guys that die. Come on. What are you? They can't wait. They can't wait to throw the coverage at you. Come on.
This is like huge, though. The big fold-outs, the fucking, preempting Seinfeld. Come on. I only saw that episode 80 times.
Who played George Steinbrenner? Was it
That was
Larry David? It was, right?
Larry David. Yeah, Larry David in the chair backwards. Funny.
Have you seen the deleted scenes where he actually Steinbrenner filmed scenes?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he filmed a whole episode, but they cut the scenes out for time reasons, and they're on the extras on season 7 or something.
Oh,
He took Elaine out to dinner.
I thought I saw all the extras.
Was he awful?
Yeah, he's not the best actor.
And T-Storm.
It's on YouTube.
T-Storm knows everything
Nah, that's not
about
gonna catch on.
Seinfeld.
Why are you calling him T-Storm? I kind of like it.
I thought everybody.
Why?
T-Storm.
It was T-Storm.
Trav Dog is dead, and long live T-Storm.
T-Storm.
What is that based on?
It doesn't matter where the names come from.
The
It's
most
just- it just
inane
is.
thing I've ever heard, but it just stuck.
But
Didn't he
it sounds
say
like
that
it's
there
not
was going to be
sticking.
T-Storms?
Yeah, I was checking the weather one day last week, and I said, "Oh, T-storms in the afternoon." And Danny said, "What's a T-storm?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a T-storm." And he's like, "Yeah, you're a T-storm."
All right, you're T-Storm.
You did it
And
to
he
yourself.
hates it.
Why? You read in the paper, you use the little abbreviation, and that's...
Well, that's what the paper said.
And then the T
Thunderstorm, yeah.
for Travis, so now he's T-Storm.
T-Storm.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Take
Why
that
don't
with
you
you.
like it?
I'd like that. T-Bone!
Breaking news.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, don't even say it. Oh.
No, nothing bad.
Oh.
Tiger Woods has retired his putter. He's going to be using a new putter during the British Open.
Really?
That's big news today.
Is he going to use one of those big, tall ones that you use that you swing like a pendulum? I hate those big, dumb putters.
Oh man, you're so right about that.
They look
If you need a one of those big giant putters because your back hurts that badly, then you know what? How about you retire? Because you look ridiculous on the greens.
He'll quit the game.
Right. You look completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's talking about the fact that Tiger Woods will be using a new putter. Wow, this world has just lost its way.
Yeah.
Lost its way. But God bless the British press. They're not letting the Tiger shit pass like they're doing in America. They're asking him all sorts of questions about his personal life.
They love scandal
and what he
there.
went through.
They love scandal over there.
They're like, look, you do what you want in America, but we still want some answers here.
How about Britain go fuck themselves and give us answers? How about that fucking shit country give us answers on why this fucking Libyan terrorist is out? And a London cancer specialist that Libya paid to diagnose him last year confessed recently that he fudged the prognosis to help the Libyans. And these fucking cunts from BP are going to start drilling in Libyan waters. And this guy being released was a part of it. I guess they're a national hero.
Jimmy.
What, it was a whole thing they
He
were
was
doing?
released because he was dying.
They're saying he's going to live another 10 years?
This guy's fucking fine.
He's fine. How about, he probably does have some form of cancer. But fuck Scotland. How about we pick it out on fucking Britain?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about we have an economic problem or some kind of an international thing with Britain? They're the ones who fucking had him released.
They are our number one ally in the world, Jimmy. Very political, this whole thing. We can't step on each other's toesies.
Well, they didn't mind kicking us in the fucking dick over this. Fuck
I know.
them.
They
Fuck
really
Britain.
did. Aw,
But
poor
guys,
Lindsay.
breaking news. Inmates speak out on Lindsay Lohan going to jail. That's the big story on
She was crying.
Fox 5 here in New York. And they're taking it seriously, these dumb fucking news readers.
I'm pissed off at...
Sorry. Go ahead. Back to Britain.
I'm pissed off at British Petroleum, too.
BP.
Because I bought their stock yesterday.
And you got killed.
And no, I didn't get killed. But what happened, they're supposed to be testing out their little cap, and they're delaying testing, which is just going to fuck everything up. Because now it seems like they're a little wishy-washy.
And basically the stock would have went down a little more for you.
I
see what you're saying.
If the cap would have worked and been on schedule, it would have been good. See, they're going to cap this thing off, and there's this cap now with a bunch of valves on it and shit. Because they're not sure if they just cap it off, that the rest of this wellhead is just going to bust apart from the pressure. So they're going to cap it, and it's got a bunch of valves, and the little robots are going to turn one valve, turn a little another valve, and slowly shut this thing down as they keep pressure testing the rest of the rig to make sure it doesn't just explode. And they were supposed to start testing, and now they've, for no reason, said, well, we're not going to start testing quite just yet. We gotta figure something out. Which means Anthony bought at the wrong time.
Yeah, you bought a little early.
I bought a little early. But I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good at capitalizing on some dead fucking birds.
Fuck Britain.
That's what Jimmy says today.
Fuck Britain.
Holy shit. Look at you, a patriot.
Oh, they really annoy
Should
me.
have your little flute and your headband on.
My little drum.
Your little drum.
Fife.
Yeah.
Fife and drum.
That's little Jimmy. Fuck the British.
Embarrassment to me.
Yeah. Yes.
You make me want to smoke. You fucked my day up. You care about yourself.
Is and I will in there?
And I will.
that was
I don't
great.
know if I got that one.
How about the smile?
Well, I got you.
Blow me, it's great.
He didn't put the smile part in?
No, why would he?
But that's the quote.
The quote is just smile and blow me.
How did he take out the just smile?
Because that's the fun of it. Anyone can just say blow
I'm
me.
sorry.
Okay.
Just fucking smile and blow me, because I deserve it.
See, okay.
There
He
it
broke
is.
it up.
Okay, broke it up into...
You know, why don't we go to
great.
break with a Mel Gibson remix?
Are there
Game On, by the
remix.
way. I don't know if we got any new ones today, but Game fucking On. You take the Mel Gibson audio and remix it with something. Which one do
Now
you want to
there's
hear?
There's a new tape too, right?
Yeah, we'll play the new tape after the break if you like.
I don't know. I love the remix. Anyone.
We got the
Fine
Pat
by me.
O'Brien and we got the Terry Schiavo so far.
Pat O'Brien.
Pat
They were
O'Brien
both
was
great.
good.
We'll
But
start with
Pat
Pat
O'Brien
O'Brien.
had a dialogue back and forth. That was great.
Okay. Also, the Q104 criminal is loose.
Yeah. This is beyond all reality.
I can't even chew my eggs.
Can you believe
The
it?
Q104 criminal is loose, and we need to fucking capture him.
Yeah.
Regular radio needs our help once again today.
Again, we have to help.
And the FCC takes it in the shitter. We'll explain after the break as
Yes.
well. Very good news for broadcasters.
Yep.
And free speech in general, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll get into that as well. But first, this fine remix.
You need a fucking bat in the side of the head. All right? How about that? So fucking hot. Fuck you. So fucking hot. Fucking hot. You make my life so fucking difficult. This relationship, if you love me, has any relationship ever worked with you? I fucking have sex, and I want to make you come so much. Get crazy. Why I'm like this? You don't care. You don't care. I left my wife because we had no spiritual common ground. You and I have none. Zero. You won't even fucking try. I want you badly. I know you want me. What? You agree with anything I've said? Just say yes to me. No! You have no fucking soul. You make me want to smoke. You fuck my day up. You care about yourself. Let's have fun. I want to fucking fuck you and lick your ass. What? I need someone who fucking treats me like a man, like a human being, with kindness. I'm so fucking into you. It's incredible. Let's just fucking have fun. You need a fucking doctor. You need a fucking brain transplant. You need a fucking soul. How about that? Get it? You get it now? You can't give a fuck. I don't do this for a living. This is like new to me. You're a dishonest cunt. But I want to fucking make you crazy. Let's just fucking have sex and fun, drugs. You should just fucking smile and blow me. Cause I deserve it.
Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Wow. How's your asshole, Anthony?
It's a little like the oil rig. It's got to be capped. Kind of looked like an oil leak in the can.
You rarely leave the studio during the breaks, and when you do, boy, it's a doozy.
It might have been the chips and salsa for dinner. That's pretty much all I had.
That's all you ate?
Yeah, see, you know, here's what happened. I had that giant party over the house.
Yeah.
On Sunday. And then Keith took all the food. He took all the food out of the fridge.
It was his party, right?
Yeah, but, you know, could leave me a little something to eat because my cook isn't coming till today.
Ah.
So I could have ordered something, but I was like, you know, busy. So what the fuck? And then I'm like, all right, I have a little salsa left. I got some corn chips. So I sat there with some chips and salsa. And now it is firing out. I'm not making any predictions on when my ass will be sealed.
I heard it. I was in the bathroom talking to E-Rock, and then he left, and I just heard Peeloop. Peeloop. I was fucking... Did you hear me laughing?
Yeah, of course I did.
I wasn't 100% sure it was Ant. So I couldn't, you know, it's like you don't want to harass somebody in the bathroom.
I just heard Jimmy go, ugh.
Oh, yeah, I did go, ugh.
He went, this place has to hate us, because then I look at Danny, I go, Danny, how much time do I got? Because I have to take my little, movement or whatever. And I'm eating my multi-grain Cheerios with blueberries.
Oh, God.
And Danny goes, why don't you fucking, go to the bathroom and eat at the same time? Like, that's a great idea.
Way.
And then Danny goes, I was kidding.
There's no fucking way.
Because I was like, he's like, do I have time to go to the bathroom because I'm eating? And I'm just like, well, just eat your cereal on the bowl. Then he just goes, okay, and he starts.
People don't understand out there. We get like 5, 6. Sometimes we stretch it. We'll be honest with you. Not much time in between the breaks, and then you have to decide what's more important: taking the morning dump or eating. So in this case, I'm like, you know what, Danny? Goddamn, you make a good point. So then I walk into the bathroom. There's a lot of guys from other radio shows in there, and I got my bowl of cereal, and I sit on the bowl to take a dump and eat at the same time.
That is fucked.
Yeah, but then I'm listening to you 2 stalls away, and just water's pouring out of you.
Well, I was trying to flush
what a
at the
fucking
same
nightmare
time.
In there today.
And also, I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, Jesus, God, the guy in stall 1. Jesus, fuck, God, you got to look out for him. So I'll wait. I'll wait for a little bit until the bathroom's empty, and then I'll full bore it. So now with the iPhone, you put the iPhone down, you snap a picture all the way down the whole floor of the stalls, then you could lift it up and see if anyone's in any of the stalls or if they're empty. Now, if they're empty, open the chute.
You're a weirdo.
You really are.
You are a weirdo.
I just don't want to be the guy that's
just
like,
open up your asshole and fucking dump.
Taking bathroom cam photos. I don't want to be creepy, so I photograph the stall floor.
Right. You could be fired and arrested for that.
No, I just don't want to be like the guy that is the very noisy guy.
I'm so putting my feet up on the bowl next time I'm in there. I'm gonna catch you. Fucking.
You're gonna catch me.
Oh fuck yeah, man. All right, we're back though. We all emptied our bowels.
Yeah.
Very differently today, but we're back. Back.
Shit.
What do you want to do? We got Mel Gibson's tape number 3.
I vote for that.
Yeah, I want to hear more Mel.
All right, let's get right.
I vote for Mel.
Yeah.
Well, the second one was the best one yet.
What is that?
What is that?
Wow, that's a big duty. Is that a duty?
What is that?
That is an iPhone video.
Is it you, Danny?
No.
What is
It's
that?
not me. It's not Danny.
I'm trying to figure out the angle.
It looks like Keith.
Fantastic.
No.
Huh?
It is
that D-Boy?
There you go.
That is D-Boy.
That is indeed the genius D-Boy. Look at this shit.
What is he, a scat dom? Jesus Christ.
He fucking put the camera between his legs and is showing the shit just falling out of his ass.
What the hell, man?
That's a great one.
Goddamn D-Boy.
All right.
I can tell by his awful shorts. He loves to shit and film it.
Oh, who doesn't?
He's a lunatic.
He really is a creep.
Mel Gibson tape number 3 has arrived for your
Yes.
downloading pleasure.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna say not as good as 2, but there's some good stuff in here.
Is he as boisterous, as loud, as angry?
Well, where did tape 2 end?
Wasn't the quality not as good on 3? Like, didn't it sound like it was taped differently?
Yeah, I think she got a little lazy with her taping or something. I don't know.
How happy do you think his ex-wife is?
Oh, extremely.
Oh, my God. It's like,
She's probably sitting there going, now
That
the
he's
world
in
knows.
hell. The world knows he's an ass. Yeah.
Finally, the world
Yeah.
knows that this romantic lead guy is actually a lunatic.
you think that
his
Mel?
personal life.
You think his ex-wife had to deal with this?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, he doesn't
What do you
just.
think?
A guy doesn't just turn into this guy.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, his current broad there is a scumbag for taping him and then, giving it to the world like she did. But, what the hell?
She's just now. It's like the more of this I hear, I still love Mel, but it's like I think he did pop her in the mouth, and I think she probably did talk about it, and nobody was like, eh. And then she was like, well, fuck this. I'm not gonna just let this asshole do this, and she taped him. So they're both kind of dicks. Mm-hmm. She's horrible too.
If it wasn't for him, she'd be up on some fucking stage getting dollar bills shoved in her G-string.
Exactly. So we owe it to.
You know what? I say they get back together. They're perfect for each other.
Wow.
No.
That's insane.
Chick tapes you like this and humiliates you? Never. He'd bring it up for the next 300 years. You taped me.
You taped me. Blow me.
Let's get into the Mel Gibson tape. Number 3.
Don't hire to come there, okay? You get that message?
Well, I'll pay her myself. I found her. She's my dentist's ex-babysitter.
I've been paying her. That's my money that she gets paid with. I'm her employer, not you. You fat
Fine, but if I need to use her, I will use her.
Because I will not pay her if you bring her to your house. I will fire her, and I will do it fast.
Okay, then I'll pay her, because I need her. She's good.
No, you're paying her with my money. It doesn't matter what you give her. It's my fucking money.
He's just revving up, man. You know,
He is such an angry man.
He's kind of calm
Dude,
right here, though. He's
thing-
under control.
You're Mel fucking Gibson. Why so angry?
Dude, the idea that this cunt is spending a nickel of his money is driving him batshit.
Batty. You think that's it?
He hates this fucking broad by this point.
But he's got money. And what is she spending money on? A babysitter?
Babysitter.
No, I think it was a no. She was my dentist housekeeper. It's a housekeeper.
Oh, okay.
They're beeping out the
Right?
name. They're
It's a
dropping out the
housekeeper.
name.
It's his house, obviously.
All right.
So what does he want? The place to be a pigsty? He hasn't mentioned one thing like you bought 20 cars in a fucking mansion and this, that. Like, I don't see one thing that she's doing that would drive him to get this angry. I don't see it. He
hates her.
Yeah. What did she do?
Well, let's hopefully find out here.
All
Tape
right.
number 3.
You understand? You don't have your own money. You're only using my money.
You made me moneyless. I used to have $100,000 a year when you met me. You took me. You possessed me. Everything I am, you owe me with my liver and my kidneys and my thoughts and my soul. Everything. My career or whatever it is. Pathetic career. Whatever it is yours. You control me like marionette. I don't belong to myself, only to you. I can't do anything and I walk on the eggshells always with you.
That's because
Did she write that out ahead of time?
I hate the way they leave words out. I walk on the eggshell. I am like marionette. You're like a marionette. Use all
Exactly.
the letters, dummy. Fucking country where they put backwards R's.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Great toy stores.
Boo!
Yeah. All of a sudden, Jeffrey the giraffe comes over. He's like, "Who's this? Who's this chipper?"
Always with you.
That's because you're a fucking using whore.
Okay, all right. Well, he explained it to her.
Does he go now? Did he just say now?
Yeah. Now, that's because she asked a question, he gave an answer.
Let's go backwards.
Only to you. I can't do anything and I walk on the eggshells always with you.
That's because you're a fucking using whore. Now, I warn you, do not use at your house. I have warned you, she will be fired if she goes to your house. You find that cunt, and you find some other money that's not mine. Okay?
No, I'm using A, B.
She's fired. Do you understand that?
Fine. She's
Don't
fired.
fire her, because I won't pay her,
Okay, don't pay her.
and I will fire her.
That's okay.
Only works at my house.
Well, she does nothing to do at your house. Baby's here.
Oh.
The baby should be here, and she should work at my house.
Baby is where I am.
Oh.
You're insane.
Not be there for long. I will fire her if she is at your house. I will make it known and fire her.
Fine.
I'll report her to the fucking people that take fucking money from the wetbacks, okay?
Let's see, what are we up to with Mel?
Wetbacks, niggers,
right?
Jews,
kike.
Did he say kike?
I think he did say kike in the cop car, and then he called the cop sugar tits.
Sugar tits.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be a compliment. No?
God, I want to hang out with Mel.
He just cannot control himself. Oh, how do these people get stuck getting recorded like that?
It's hard on the phone. Can I say this for the record? Maybe one of us was in the car last night with their girlfriends having a screaming match.
Really?
I see how you can get this angry.
Oh. Why were you fighting?
Just nonsense. It's never anything
You
serious.
guys got a lot of nonsense that you fight over.
It's always nonsense.
What was it about?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, fair enough.
Only because it was of a personal nature and not mine.
Was a wetback involved?
Yes, I caught her fucking a wetback on my kitchen table when I had specifically asked her to order Chinese food. And she said, "Oh, I thought you said fucking immigrant." I'm like, "You're always misunderstanding me."
That's a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Standing. All right.
But it was a stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it always is, dude. It's like these fights that get this, and it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
But where we all of a sudden yelling, it's like when you feel like you're not being heard. It's fucking frustrating.
What? I wasn't listening.
You know what? I was
What?
I was doing and I'll tell you what started it. I was doing an interview yesterday for Esquire magazine. They called me about Happy
Esquire.
Yeah, Harper's Bazaar. They wanted to know because I wrote Happy Endings. So they'd emailed me and said, "Look, the reporter said I'd like to talk to you about." She's doing something on massages, and she asked me about how many massages have you gotten, and blah, blah, blah. What are some of the keywords when you're going to try to get.
It's over the Al Gore thing, obviously.
I'm assuming it is.
They're doing a big.
You're probably right.
Expose.
And I even told her I've used that language. That's why I believe the masseuse. So whatever we were talking about it, she asked me to estimate how many massages I've had, how many were legit, how many real masseuses did I ever get to jerk me off. Not in that language. So whatever, I told her. I'm talking to my girlfriend about it. I'm like, yeah, because she knows my history. She doesn't care. But I told her, I'm like, yeah, I told her what the estimate of legitimate massages I've gotten, where I've gotten hand jobs. And she's like, wait a minute, that's not what you told me. That many times, girls? I'm like, yeah, but I did tell you that. And she's like, no, you didn't. Because she knows I still get massages, but she knows I get them with dot. And she knows the people I'm getting them from, honestly, are 100% legit. So whatever, it was like in this whole, and I knew how to explain it to her different, but I was so angry that she had questioned me. And I'm like, and I'm like, no, maybe I just estimated it wrong. And she's like, well, you have to say that now. So it was like, started that shit.
Oh, boy.
It's like, but you're saying I'm lying, and I really wasn't. And it was like that dumb moment. Fucking 8 blocks later, we were just yelling at each other.
Screaming.
Yeah, but it's like, that's how that shit starts. Where one person, where I'm like, maybe I did estimate incorrectly. Blah, blah, blah. And she thinks I'm lying. It's like that fucking moment. I was like,
did you bring other shit into the argument?
It's like we both carry we carry bags of other shit simply to pull out.
Right.
Of course.
Like,
what good is fighting without other shit?
Shit just comes flying out of
How do we get
closet.
here?
Exactly.
Yes.
Back to the Mel Gibson tape.
And fire her.
Fine.
Or report her to the fucking people that take fucking money from the wetbacks, okay?
Mel, you can't just take a woman who gives you a child, who gives you the entire life. You drag her through God knows what bad press. I've never had a bad word said about me in the entire life. And then you're telling me.
Does he say, hey, cunt?
Hey, cunt.
I didn't. Oh, I love him.
He is a pisser.
Hey,
He's like, let me interject here. Hey, cunt.
Hey, cunt. He's pacing. He probably has white shit in the corner of his mouth.
Oh, is he angry?
She premeditated this whole thing.
Oh, sure.
She's got like bullet points and all sorts of stuff on paper in front of her.
She knows
can tell.
what buttons to press. How
Almost
to make
sounds like
him
she has
sound,
a writer for this.
Yeah, how to make him sound like a stark raving madman. Which, I mean, I'm sure he does a great job by himself.
Yeah.
But she knows he's being recorded. She's the one doing it. So, of course, she wants him to sound crazy.
Who gives you the entire life. You drag her through God knows what bad press. I've never had a bad word said about me in the entire life. And then you're telling me that you take away whatever pennies that you just given to me. I don't have anything because I've given you my life 3 years now.
I gave you everything. Don't you dare fucking complain to me. I fucking hear you. You don't fucking count. You're a fucking using whore.
What did I use you for? I've given you everything I had. I've given you everything. I've been your woman. I've given your child. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bitch, that's all. You would have done it for any fucking You probably fucked.
Wow.
I know you did. That fucking yes.
I swear in front of God I never have.
Fucking ugly man. You don't give a fuck so long as they pay your fucking rent.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user, and I'm
Wait,
not
Carl,
the
did he
thief.
say are so?
are so.
Did he say that in the back when she said, I'm not a whore? Did he? I could be wrong, but did he yell, are so?
Are so.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user.
Yeah, this Mel Gibson's great. Come on, this is a gag, right?
It's just so
This is a
unbelievable.
fucking gag.
Is he drunk, Jimmy, you think?
I don't know, dude. It's like, I don't know what time of day the
Doesn't
phone
sound
calls.
like he's drunk.
To me, he sounds like he also sounds like a rageaholic. Like, he's one of those guys who anger feeds itself, like, and I am very guilty of it. It's like you get that, it's a high. It becomes a high.
Wow, really?
And I say horrendous things when I'm mad. Like, I really, but it's like when I'm fighting, I don't feel like a lot of times I'm hurting the person. Like, I really feel like it's a movie that I'm in. And I come down, and a lot of times I feel very guilty about the things I've said. Like, but they're not connected to me. So I can see how a guy could say this stuff and literally be disconnected from it. And I'm not saying, saying it's right, but I can absolutely see how you could be horrible and feel disconnected from it.
Wow.
I know going through my divorce, I felt anger exactly like this. Exactly like this. But I wasn't able to get on a phone and blurt it out like this, or even get in person and get in someone's face, in her face or anyone's face, and start yelling like this. So the most I would do is, as I'm driving, just scream at the top of my lungs at my windshield as I'm driving home from the court. But to actually be on the phone or face to face with someone like this, that kind of anger is like.
There's a lot of people out there that could relate to this.
Jesus, it's crazy.
You could absolutely relate to this.
Yeah, I would 100%.
I don't doubt it.
I don't know what this is about, though. I don't know what was the incident that got Mel so enraged.
He won't come clean. He says she's a user.
All right, but she did something that set him off. What was that?
I don't think it's one thing.
Ugly man.
I don't think it's one thing. I think it's one of those things in a relationship where everything, it gets jumbled on top of each other. Yeah, but then you but that time and you had those guys.
He didn't say the tits. He didn't like her fake tits. He didn't like the way she said like a whore.
Maybe she said, "Are they even married?" I don't even know. Maybe she said, she's leaving him. Something happened.
Yeah.
That got this ball rolling, is what I'm saying.
He's just pissed at every penny she's spending, even if he's got $1 billion. He doesn't want her spending $10.
Because he hates her.
Because he fucking hates her.
Yeah, he has the money. He could care less
that's what
about the
comes
actual
down
money.
to.
And he's tied into this bitch forever. I have fucked girls before. But this is a relationship, so it's different. But even relationships where it's like, thank God I did not knock that pig up.
Please.
Thank God I am not tied into that piece of shit with a kid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure Mel has had them too, but this one he's tied into. Forever.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user, and I'm not the thief, and all those words, and I'm not a liar. All this lies. All this lies. I'm not a whore, or cunt, or thief, or prostitute, or anything that you call me. I'm not a user, not a gold digger. I don't have any money and no property assigned to me. That's a gold digger for you? Are you insane?
Oh.
Yes, you are, of course.
Oh,
we can hear that because you're screaming. Don't call me bitch. Don't call me. You have no right. I don't have a penny to me.
Called her everything.
What kind of
Bitch
gold
sent her
digging?
off.
What kind of gold digging whore is this?
Oh, God, cry, poor mouth. You could go through money like a fucking whore. You want the fucking dress. You want the tickets. You want the fucking equipment. Funny how it went from 33 to 33.
Mel, the equipment is instead of payment. If you hire any composer, you'll have to pay $200,000 plus.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, now at least we're getting some headway here.
What's going on?
She has this
We're starting to
music
get answers?
She has this music career that Mel apparently doesn't really think is very good. I think he said it in a past tape that she's about a piece of shit. And it apparently is.
Wait. What'd you say?
I think Mel doesn't like her music career. Is this her?
Oh, yeah, it is. This is Say My Name.
Say my name? Cunt.
Are so.
Oh, okay. First note is bad.
Wow, the first note. That's no Mariah Carey right there.
And Mel is footing the bill for composers and instruments and everything. So that's what he's pissed at.
But I think this. I'll say this. I remember we were looking at her ass and she was like a Russian singer or something when he first met her. Mel is a fucking guy who probably said to her, "Look, I'll bankroll your career." Because he's Mel Gibson. Like, this is a couple $100,000, a lot of money. But to Mel Gibson, to bankroll, it's probably a write-off.
No. He's getting that Braveheart money still. Are you kidding?
Calling my name.
Cunt!
Wow, is she
I don't have that.
terrible.
I see.
Oh,
I
okay.
see remix.
All right, let me try
I think D-Boy
D-Boy should take this.
I
And
think
do something with it.
I think this next song should drop like one of his long tapered logs.
Mother,
calling my name.
calling my name.
You're a dishonest cunt.
When I was half away, the birds and the leaves have joined October gray. With colder days are coming.
She's
She
horrible.
is really bad.
Exactly.
And she's got, like, real people behind her.
Oh, and Mel just looks at his fucking statements and sees like 12,000 because she started talking like, well, that's for an arranger.
Right.
Like she's fucking paying for guys to write arrangements. And
who does she sound like? She sounds like a tranny.
It's
I
like
think.
fucking Yoko.
A little,
Sounds like
a little Michael
shite.
Jackson in there. Like
Really?
manly, like you know what I mean?
The music is not bad itself, but
well, she's paid a lot of money for that.
This way, I'll have to walk a few more miles before you say my name.
I think she's trying to be Bjork.
My name again. My name
Wow.
again.
her name should be Mariah Can't Carry a Note.
Beggars
Little
and kids.
little airy, that
Yeah.
voice.
Shitney Houston.
Tied to what there was, unreachable day.
12,000 for a totally do player, you cunt! You fucking cunt!
Was just a
Totally do player.
to walk a few more miles before you say my name. My name again.
I'm just telling you, it looks stupid. See if I give a fuck.
Or so. It's my new favorite moment.
That's great.
I am not a whore. Or so.
Or so. Do too.
That's how mad he is. He's Mel
so.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the tape?
No, we got more.
Oh, okay.
We're done with the dumb song now.
You think she's good? She stinks. Wow.
That pussy must be great.
Oh, that Russian pussy.
What did Mel Gibson get himself into?
She milked that fucking Australian seed.
Is that yours, Danny?
Lady Caca.
Lady Caca.
That's Lady
shit.
Caca. That is.
Oh, she's terrible.
Back to the tape.
Rosie, you'll have to pay 200,000 plus.
I don't have to. I can do it for nothing. I don't need you, and I don't want you doing it. I don't think you can do it. All right? That's
Fine.
how little I think of your fucking talent.
Yeah, well, it's clear now.
He's right on that one.
He is right on that. That
She stinks.
that was
I don't
horrible.
think you can do it.
That's how little I think of you.
He's
Oh,
so
wait,
like,
you know what?
He sounds like. Listen to his cadence. In that, he sounds like fucking Jack Torrance. He sounds like Nicholson when he goes.
Oh, wow.
When do you think maybe we should take Danny to a doctor?
To a doctor.
That's how little I think of your talent.
Maybe soon as possible.
I get out the tub, I kiss you. You had sores on your back.
Well, let's give her a chance. There's a second song.
I have to pay for new Danny T-shirt and sweatshirt was ripped.
Yeah, Apollo sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt was ripped. I'm not paying for it.
I hope you get raped by a gang of nigger cooks. And don't you dare have Lloyd come over and mix you drinks, because I'm not paying him.
You whore, you fucked Lloyd, didn't you? You whore.
Right on.
Yeah.
We have a second song by her.
Oh, second song.
So we'll give it a
the
little
B-side.
Well, let's listen to this one too. Maybe we picked the wrong song.
This one might be better.
Beautiful Heartache.
Beautiful. She walking.
This is scary.
It's like church music.
Horror movie.
I want to be pushing my ass up to him. Like I want to get my glutes rubbed to this. This is where the fingers brush your asshole, quote unquote, accidentally. Oops.
I think it's more of a horror movie than massage music.
Mel's just seeing money go down a drain. When he hears this, he just pictures cash going out the window.
Yeah. Well, this is Lethal Weapon residuals.
Yeah.
It's a hell of an arrangement for a shitty voice.
There are no lies I wouldn't tell, no possessions I wouldn't sell, no chains I wouldn't wear, no cross.
What the fuck would you do with this?
It's your turn up at the pole.
There are no storms I wouldn't brave, no addictions I wouldn't crave.
Kurt loves calling it beautiful earache.
Wow. Sounds like the fucking soundtrack for a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Like Kill Bill soundtrack.
All right, enough.
Yee.
That
Ah,
sucks.
it's some
Let's
bad
get back to the
shit.
tape.
I think Anthony was playing that in the bathroom before. Piddle, piddle, ploop. That's what her voice sounds like. That sounds like fucking a fiery salsa shit. Hey, salmonella shit voice. That's what her voice sounds like, a salmonella dump. A fucking wet salmonella shit. She is an atrocity.
How the fuck could you play that?
She stinks on ice.
Horrible. Back to the tape.
Yeah, well, it's clear now. It's all coming out now.
It's all fucking true.
Yeah.
You're a fucking
I think you just, all you want to do is just shove me in a hole and sit me at home. So much for your promise, I want to let you fly. This is such bullshit. It's such arrogant bullshit. You never meant to do that.
What did he say? I'm letting
hear
you
it.
fly now, cunt. Oh, his comebacks are fucking wonderful. I just want him to yell at me.
Exactly.
Matt A. in Iowa, bravo. Jessica Rabbit. There's a Jessica Rabbit thing going on with her music.
Yeah.
You know what you could tell?
Good job.
You know what you can tell went on at some point during their relationship?
Mm-hmm.
He was probably lovingly holding her as they were making love, and he's talking about helping her with her career, and she's like, I don't know, I have that. It takes so much work, and he's like, baby, I just want to let you fly.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And now, cunt, you gotta let you fly now.
No, she probably said, like, this was probably one where here's what was happening. This is what I think was happening. Mel, they had fooled around a little bit, but she was worried about getting in a relationship because she didn't want to be cooped up. And she's kissing Mel's neck, and I'll bet you he had, I'm going to guess, like tan khaki pants, and they were around his ankles. And I can picture him sitting on the sofa with his ankles together and his knees wide apart. Like, you sit with pants on, and your dick and balls are just way out there, and he's trying to guide her fucking communist mouth onto his dick. And she's like, I don't want to be cooped up. And he's like, no, baby, you'll never be cooped up. I'll let you fly.
I'll let you
and then
fly.
she went,
I'll let you fly.
As in, pull down my fly.
yes.
I'll let you fly.
And then she sucked his fucking apocalypto-directed cock as she should have, and she licked his Mad Max balls.
Oh yes,
Fucking no talent chick.
Holy shit.
Such arrogant bullshit. You never meant to do that.
Fly away!
I'm letting you fly now, cunt. Fly away. He's a comic. The guy's hysterical.
Tape number 3 started off a little slow, but man,
This guy's great.
it's getting way better now.
Shit, you never meant to do that. What? What?
I gave you every fucking opportunity.
And I've done extremely well. But nobody asked you to spend so much money on the videos and everything.
Oh.
And why do you count my food out of my mouth? Why do you do that? I live with you. I gave you a baby. We're together. And you counting that and summing it all up? And why do you not separate those two? If you count the food in my mouth, why don't you separate it? And how about you giving me money and I'm feeding you and going shopping all the time and buying you extravagant presents?
I'm talking about you fucking ignorant bitch. I don't understand you. You're saying stupid shit. How dare you fucking even insult me with some of the stupid reasoning you have. Your logic sucks because you're a fucking mentally deprived idiot.
When do you think maybe we should take Daddy to a doctor? He's fucking Nicholson in The Shining.
Crazy.
And whenever you hear me typing,
He should be taken to a doctor. When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
It's so
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
That's exactly what he's doing.
That's whenever you hear me typing, or whatever the fuck you hear me doing, you ignorant cunt. It means I'm working and stay away.
Not going to pay for any more instruments. Not going to pay for pianos or airy produced vocals. I'm just going to bash your fucking head in. Bash it right the fuck in.
I love when he goes, Nicholas goes, I'm going to bash your brains in, and his hands go out.
Yeah.
Bash him right the fuck in.
Fuck in.
He's almost lighthearted about it.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking mentally deprived idiot. You can't even fucking figure out.
I have to go to the baby.
I have fucking avocado on me. If Grady can't get this shit off, you cunt, I can't go back to the fucking goose soiree.
Per second.
Okay, let's talk.
Nicholson is sitting down at the typewriter after looking through his awful novel, which is the same thing over and over.
What do you want to talk about?
What a terrible book.
What do you want to talk about? She's got a bat.
Oh, she's scared.
I can't really remember.
You can't remember.
No. I can't.
This is so much like him.
Danny's awful with the sweater.
Danny? Maybe it was about him. I think we should discuss.
Yeah, all right, that's
Yeah,
good.
we get the whole fucking.
I know. That's
Watch the
Yeah,
whole
we're starting with the opening credits.
That music is
Oh, wait.
fucking chilling to start off The Shining.
Try right here.
Right here, yeah.
yelling at her.
Very definite ideas about what should be done with Danny, and I'd like to know what they are.
Well, I think maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor? When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Mel!
You believe his health might be at stake.
Yes.
You are concerned about him.
Yes.
And are you concerned about me?
Of course I am.
Of course you are. Ever thought about my responsibilities?
Oh, Dick, what are you talking about?
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers?
That sounds
Has it
just
ever
like
occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me, and that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility.
I see.
You have the
I see
slightest
mashup.
idea what a moral and ethical
Definitely.
principle is, do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay away from me.
This would be actually a very valid point if he wasn't trying to kill his wife.
I'm very confused.
I'm very confused.
I just needed to.
Outfit is great.
Yeah.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Stay away from me.
There's you.
Please. Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy,
Stay away.
darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
No.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
he's so happy with himself.
Don't hurt me.
He's gonna bash him right the fuck in. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
And he smacks,
Well, that's so-
smacks him in the head.
And then he goes,
That
give me
is-
the bat, Wendy. Like, why would she give you the bat?
That is so
That's Mel Gibson.
fucking Mel Gibson. That speech, the whole walking up the
cadence.
stairs thing,
The
the
cadence, the whole
cadence
thing.
is great.
Here's the end of the tape. 20 seconds left.
Fucking figure out.
I have to go to the
The
baby.
tax money instead of the credit card. Don't you get it?
Goodbye, Mel. Baby's crying. I have to go.
Don't look after my child.
She's my child, too.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you cunt whore. I hope she doesn't turn out like you.
He just had to hang up on her.
And that concludes tape number 3.
Fantastic.
I'm sure there'll be tape number 4 today.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
What a fucking classic he is.
I hope she has volumes of these.
All you have to do is put the shining music behind this. That's all. It's easy.
And then have her just with her little...
Yeah, throw a little of that in.
Yeah, throw a little of that in there. It's fucking perfect.
All right. Well, why don't we play our second Mel Gibson remix?
Oh,
Game on, by the way. We're looking forward to other remixes coming in the coming days. You take the
That's
audio
right.
and do something with it, like D-Boy did. He took Mel Gibson and a little Terry Schiavo and came up with this.
Stay on this phone and don't hang up for me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there. You understand me? You need a fucking bat in the side of the head. Alright? How about that? You need a fucking doctor. You need a fucking brain transplant. You need a fucking soul. What? What? Alright. The fuck is that? No, you're all angry now. I'm threatening. I'll put you in a fucking rose garden, you cunt. You understand that? Because I'm capable of it. You understand that, bitch?
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus Sirius XM.
Kelly from Philly held through the break. Just really fast, because we just did the Mel Gibson tapes. Tape number 3. I'm sure there's going to be a tape number 4 in the next day or so. What do you got, Kelly?
Oh, I was just, when I was listening to these last night with my husband, I turned and looked at him and I said, this is one of our conversations.
Oh.
We talk exactly, well, he talks exactly the same way, but only when somebody's listening am I talking like her. Otherwise, I'm going, you fucking dickhead, you douchebag, you're such a loser. You know, it's not as calm as she's acting.
Yeah, that's why I said this is premeditated. It's obviously premeditated on her part, because you're right. She would
She'd
be
be
yelling
going
and
at
screaming
it.
back. She wouldn't be taking...
She's way too calm.
Yeah, way too calm. She wouldn't be taking half that shit.
Yeah, she's trying to make him sound like the lunatic and her sound like the sane person. And
yeah, she knew exactly what she was doing.
She wound him up.
And she had bullet points and everything. You could tell. She has stuff in front of her that she wants to get out. It's all written down. It sounds at times that she's reading a statement or something.
No, I completely agree because I've done the exact same thing. If he called me when somebody else was listening, I'd be saying the same thing. It's being condescending and getting him to just flip out at me further. And, you know, it's just if she gets so much money for this, then I guess maybe I should sue too.
Right on. All right, Kelly. Good job.
All right, talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
good observation. Yes. Do you want to move on, or you want to talk to Eddie in St. Louis?
What does Eddie have?
You know Eddie, the sports guy.
Eddie,
you got to make it fast because we're going to move on to catching the criminal, the Q104 criminal.
Yes.
What do you got, Eddie?
I really don't have any sports stuff to talk about. I just thought the Mel Gibson tapes were very entertaining, but he's not exactly relevant anymore, so it just doesn't seem like he's a big deal.
What do you mean? This is like some of the best audio shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, even if it was some plumber from fucking Staten Island, this would be great to listen
It's
to.
just an angry
First of
guy
all,
yelling at his bitch.
Second of all, Mel Gibson had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
And he put out that what is it called again?
Apocalypto.
Right, that was only a couple years back, so he's still relevant, Eddie.
Right, absolutely. No, I mean, I just, I kind of just consider him mentally deranged, so it really doesn't surprise me.
And then he put out that goddamn Jesus movie, too.
That's right.
The Passion of the Christ.
Yep.
Which now you kind of get where his mindset was.
There was a
with
line
Jesus taking that abuse.
No kidding.
Wow.
There was a line that they took out of that, too, because Jews were pissed off about it.
What was it?
I don't know. Somebody may know, but it was something about where he was blaming Jews.
Yeah, and they were being portrayed as like the...
One of the Sanhedrin said his blood is on our hands. That's what he took out of the movie.
Okay.
Wow, Eddie, Jesus.
He's just a fucking major league Jew hater. I mean, growing up with that old man, it's not really a shock. I mean, you heard about his next picture, right?
No.
Auschwitz the musical. No.
What's his next movie?
The phone cut out, dude.
Oh, I said Auschwitz.
Oh, we heard you.
You did not fall for that.
You got me.
Eddie, are you a broadcaster?
No, man, I wish I was, but I'm just a grad student right now.
Yeah, you do all right. What do you got on George Steinbrenner? I see you wanted to say something about that, too.
Well, honestly, I mean, the one thing that always pisses me off is, somebody who lives in a National League town. I grew up a Yankee fan. I'm from New York. Just the way people act like everything's so slanted in favor of the Yankees. I just got done reading a fantastic book, The Yankee Years, about Joe Torre, and this other guy wrote it. And, it just seems like all that money they spent, if they were really, truly running baseball, he would have had more than 7 rings in, almost 40 years?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And the other thing that pisses me off, just real quick, is this whole revenue sharing thing, because it so disproportionately fucks the Yankees. And you have teams like Pittsburgh Pirates who have like a $35 million payroll. They fuck their fans. They're the most profitable people in baseball, and they just don't want to compete. So I think, if they want to make the game, have more parity, don't put a cap, put a floor. You got to spend X amount of money. Otherwise, you're never going to get competitive baseball.
All right, now we're getting a little too deep, Eddie. That's sports talk radio stuff right there. We try to keep it basic here. Eddie?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
I thought he hit the floor.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Eddie, thank you.
Thank you.
There's Eddie from St. Louis. I like
Eddie.
All right, we got to catch the Q104 criminal?
Yeah. Yeah, this is something now that's very unique. I don't know much about it, but Sam came in with this. And it sounds like a really unique radio promotion. Now, I'm not one for regular terrestrial radio. Mm-hmm. I think everything that is going to be done has been done, whatever. And they tend to rehash things over and over again. This just sounds like a great original idea.
Yeah.
What's the gist of this?
So you're saying this hasn't been done before?
I haven't heard it.
All right.
Somebody on Twitter tipped me off to this, that in Cleveland on Q104, the plan was to give away tickets to see Lady Gaga, but as a testament to how popular she is, somebody stole the tickets.
Oh, my God! No way!
Yes. Before they could give the tickets away, they went to get them.
Wait. This sounds kind of familiar.
Huh?
No.
You sure this has never been done before?
It's called deja vu, Opie.
I'm having a little deja vu
where it seems like the exact same thing was happening, but it's just a feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
So they went to get the tickets to give away that morning, and the prize box is empty.
And when you went, they were gone. The insurance company buys your brother a new car.
Where was the prize box?
I believe it was probably in the promotions office.
Oh.
And somebody must have snuck in.
So they don't do a list. They actually don't have a list that they put your name on. They actually keep the hard tickets there,
yeah.
as opposed to will call.
Right.
Yeah.
In a box.
So what does
So
this
now they're
mean?
looking for a criminal.
A criminal.
A criminal.
A Q criminal.
A Q criminal.
Who, luckily for the station and for the listeners, the criminal started calling the various shows on Q104 to give hints about who they were and where they would be.
I know Ant's trying to do a bit, but come on. I mean, we can't even fucking... We did this bit already.
Are you shitting me?
Our old station did this.
Regular radio.
92.3 Fugitive, right?
This is the third. No, this is third.
Yeah.
Third one. There was
some asshole comes up with a really average bit, and then the rest of radio just does it in every single market across the country.
This
Dude,
literally,
terrible.
this contest ended a matter of days ago. It's not like I found a 2-year-old thing.
Sure.
This just happened. And the only way to get the tickets, according to the criminal, is for somebody to approach the criminal and say, "Hey,
who's buying this?
Boy, are you the Q104 criminal?"
They don't even put their own little spin. Do they go into a room and maybe go, "Here's the basic idea. Let's change it around a little bit." They just follow the script, don't they?
Did this station hold a press conference like that other one?
I didn't
remember the press conference.
The press conference
With the guys that look like salespeople,
with the sales staff and interns.
Like there was WWE fucking.
There was no mics. It was obviously just recorded at the station. But but it's a criminal. It's not like a fugitive.
It's not a fugitive. It's a criminal.
Yeah.
All right, so they're doing their own spin.
They did change it then.
Yeah.
Dude, that radio is full of fucking thieves.
Hacks.
Well,
hacks.
And by the way,
this isn't even thievery. This goes deeper. It's a consultant that comes up with a bit. Then they copyright it, and then they kind of sell it to individual stations across America.
This morning show and this station has indeed been featured on previous Jocktobers.
Jocktobers?
Yes.
Wow, they really are not busting apart any stereotypes. Then.
Wild and Fee.
What?
That's the morning show. Wake up with Wild and Fee.
What's wild about them?
Well, you see, you'd think, that they were wild, but it's WILDE.
Well, that
it's
shows
the
that you're
last
really
name.
no. That shows that you're really wild.
Right. Well, you could look at the picture.
Was there a Liz Wild?
Yeah.
She wasn't that wild.
No,
they're probably not as wild as these. Well, for instance, there's criminals on the loose. That's a wild. That's a wild thing.
That's the criminal.
All right, let's get into some audio. Corey, the nighttime jock, explains the Q104 criminal. I can't believe Wild and Fee think he did it.
Yeah. Wild and Fee accused him on their morning show. So
how dare they?
The whole station's involved with this fucking dog shit.
Wouldn't you just turn around and go, "No, I'm not playing"?
How does anybody not have satellite radio?
Yeah.
How do you listen to this fucking garbage? Commercial radio is fucking garbage. Shit.
Love how Jimmy gets angry.
Dude, it makes me so... As a creative person, I'm not saying I haven't stepped on ideas, but these thieving pieces of shit in radio. Holy fucking... it's all commercials and fucking shit.
Well, let's get into it. Corey, the nighttime jock.
Q104, this morning we were going to give away Lady Gaga tickets with Wild and Fee at 7:10. They went to give them away. Couldn't find the tickets. They have been stolen. Now this person claiming to be the Q criminal has called up and has been taunting them all day, but we still have no idea who the Q criminal is.
When you just go fuck yourself. I'm not playing along.
Here's what we got, guys.
And you know what? Ant and I... They wanted to drag us into some horseshit fucking promotion they were doing at NEW. Guess what? We said, go fuck yourselves. And we made fun of the whole thing, and the whole staff hated us.
We started taking the songs off halfway through and throwing the discs at the wall. Yeah, that was fun.
That's before the fans started really recording our show. God, I would love to hear that stuff.
That was very early on.
I remember we used to play baseball with the CDs instead of playing play them and stuff.
Yeah, the largest rock and roll library.
Right.
It was huge, and
oh my God! And the rest of the staff, because they took it so seriously. What was it? The
it was
evolution.
the evolution of the Rock of New York, and they
Ugh.
pretty much played like all the music that had been played through.
And we had to play like John Mellencamp,
The-
like
the-
Pink Houses or something. Like we're not
We finally
playing this.
We finally completely lost it on. If you think I'm sexy, Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy. Tippy Tom's version was great.
Rest in peace.
But yes, R.I.P. Yeah, and that one came out and got smashed against the wall, and then we decided, why would we even play any of this? So
smash them all.
Then the boss came in. What are you doing? We're like, we're not doing this. It was a whole thing.
We looked and said, you know what?
I'm
think
amazed
we're a
we weren't
talk show
fired.
now.
Yeah, we
We
decided.
actually went, I think we're just a talk show.
You know what? We decided.
Not sure, but I think we are.
Yeah. No one told us to start being a talk show. That
No.
day we said, you know what? I think we're going to be a talk show from now on.
We're going to be a talk show.
We were still playing music at that point.
Don't you guys think that sometimes it's important to be a team player, though?
Well, with something like this, to catch a criminal.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
yes.
difference.
Yes.
All right, let's
Okay,
bring it back
okay,
to this.
cool,
Yes.
cool,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, who the Q criminal is. We don't know. You can find clues at Q104.com, but I mean, right now,
Why wouldn't they involve the police?
Why would the fucking criminal be leaving clues at Q104, you fucking cunt? He's a thief, but he went to our website and got the password and left clues. I have no dignity. You wanted to be a radio guy? This is what you wanted to do with your life, you fucking asshole?
It's called multi-marketing.
Holy fucking shit.
Multi-marketing is in place here.
How is there not
Do
one
they involve-
ounce of dignity on these jocks?
Do they involve
None.
Twitter? Let's say hi to Footer. Footer!
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Yeah, I know it's fucking wild. This is kind of crazy, but why don't they just get 2 more fucking tickets?
Yeah, Sam.
Well, Lady Gaga is a hot ticket right now. They're probably all sold out.
I think
How about you cut your losses and you get 2 more stupid tickets?
And the last thing they want to do is let a criminal get away with a crime.
Well, it is the principle of it, I guess.
I think you're right, Ant.
I mean, right now it's just very sketchy. We don't even know who this person is.
Well, you know what? Rebecca Wild accused you of stealing them. She said because you always complain you don't have no money. I swear to God.
Wow. See what happens
when you just go, well, Rebecca's a cunt.
Yeah.
No.
She's done with
Cut!
it.
She could blow me!
Who's this dumb woman?
Ugh.
How involved is this woman? Well, you know, Rebecca said. Why don't you mind your fucking business, rat?
Rat.
That's an insider.
Of course.
Yeah, that's like the promotion
Of
girl or
course
something.
it is.
You don't think it was
Rebecca
just
said.
a fan of of the station who listens to the morning show and the nighttime show?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. You better go back and get some more radio education from Scorch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go to Dominic in Jersey? Dominic.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I heard Opie talking about the old stuff the other day. I was listening to a YouTube of Opie arguing with Carol Miller, smashing CDs against the wall. I was laughing my ass off.
All the Carol Miller
The
arguments
Carol
were-
Miller tapes are just
classic.
legendary. They really are. If someone could give me a link to that YouTube video, or Sam or somebody, I'll tweet it today so you can check it out.
Poor woman. Jesus.
I know we've told the story a million times, but my favorite part of the story, and she works here at Sirius XM. I haven't bumped into her in many years. I hear her on Classic Rewind, I think it is, or whatever. I have no problem with her anymore. I mean, this is like 10 years ago. But my favorite part from back then was it got to the point she wasn't allowed to see us in the hallway.
Yeah.
And that wasn't our doing, by the way. We never played that horse shit.
program director.
Other radio guys have played that horse shit. But they made her hang out in the mailroom, which was a tiny little fucking closet.
Yeah, where the cubbies were for the mail.
Until we passed by. She was allowed to see us pass by, meaning we were going back to our office. Then that was her cue that she was allowed to go into the studio to start her show. And me and Ant were such fucking dicks that we would hang out to the last possible second before we passed by the mailroom, giving her no time to set up for her show.
How awful.
All right, sorry.
I swear to God.
Wow. See what happens when I sleep through the morning show?
Right.
Okay, I did a little searching and I found the audio. Listen to what Rebecca said about
It's quick.
How did he find it so quickly? She's there on the phone with you.
I did a little searching and I found the audio.
Oh, yeah, how?
The computer system.
What's searching? We're listening to you listen.
Yeah.
To this sinus lady. There was a problem.
Oh, you know what?
It's like Mike Francesa called her show. Fucking twat.
Chris from the Poconos has the best way to catch the Q104 criminal. Listen to this. Chris, go ahead.
Hey guys, the best thing that they could do is just go to the concert and find them in the seats.
Yeah, hey, why don't they do that?
Why don't they do that? Make believe
Well, all right.
those tickets are gone, and then they give away 2 more Lady Gaga tickets. But then, night of the show, the authorities are at the venue to catch the criminal.
What if the person that stole them, the criminal, sold them?
Because you know how criminals are.
Yeah.
Black market businesses.
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop.
Oh, I know what you thought.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Audio. Listen to what Rebecca said about me this morning.
I know he's sleeping, which is why I'm going to say this. But the
Exactly.
first person that came to mind was Corey.
You think Corey
He's
took the tickets?
Hey, you said it yourself. He always talks about how broke he is. He's not going to be paying $400 for 2 tickets.
I got to tell you, I thought me and Rebecca were homies. I'm a little hurt. That's just wrong.
That's what she said.
That's just wrong.
The acting is great.
You know, after-
because they have to act.
After hearing this audio,
Wow.
I hate to say this, Cleveland, but you don't deserve LeBron James.
Oh.
That's why he left.
Good luck in Miami,
He
LeBron.
left because of this show.
Exactly.
Because of
He's
Wild
actually
and
the
Fee.
criminal. Wouldn't it be funny if he actually stole the tickets and brought them to Miami?
LeBron, you made the right decision.
Of course you did. Fucking 15 degrees in fucking June in Cleveland, and fucking and nothing but tits fucking jiggling all over fucking Miami.
In the middle
Gee,
of
why would
January.
he leave?
In the middle of January.
Why would he go to Miami to be on the beach instead of in Cleveland by the fucking mall with the thugs outside of it?
You can't even go in the mall.
LeBron will have the key to the... He doesn't need the key to the city. He's LeBron James. Just give them money and they'll give you whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, why would he want to go to Miami? All those chicks partying every night, sucking your dick on the boardwalk.
Are you
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
Are you saying Lake Erie's not the same as South Beach?
Dude, I love Cleveland. Cleveland has nothing but fat pussies in it. For real. I love Cleveland chicks. But if you're in Cleveland, you can't wonder why he left to go to Miami.
Yeah.
Compared to Miami?
You got to know.
Well, I want to listen to this guy's voice.
Oh, he's terrible.
What do you think,
Yeah, Don Knotts. This guy is starring in Hot Lead and Cold Feet. This guy's a fucking piece of shit.
These radio guys are a bunch of losers.
Dude, they really are.
You gotta,
we're homies, huh?
you gotta know when to step out, man.
Not
Just step
Corey.
out of the bit and make a name for yourself. That's what we did.
They're
when you know
playing
it's
it.
horseshit, you go with it and say this is fucking horseshit.
They know this works.
That's just wrong. I didn't think people were going to start resulting to mudslinging over this.
Resulting?
Guess I'm going to have to like wake up and listen to
Resorting.
their show one of these mornings, huh?
Uh-huh.
But then they might just put me back to sleep, right?
A little, back and forth going on there.
Took a shot at me. I'll take one right back.
You think he called him up later on?
Look, I was just doing a thing, a bit thing about that. I love your show, and you know that. No, we're pals. Okay, yeah.
I love when you do Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry what I said
fantastic,
on my show today.
Portion of the program that you guys do. Who's the criminal? Anyway, by the way, is this fake?
He's not sure if it's
Yeah,
real.
he's not even sure. Jesus.
Oh, fucking loser.
Wow, this is so
Well,
bad.
Anthony, very good news. The criminal's difficult clues begin. They're
Yeah.
real difficult?
Yeah, they're tough to figure out exactly what the criminal is getting at. They really spent some time on the writing and trying to make the people think.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait.
For a master criminal, I am.
Oh, no, come on.
That sounds exactly like the 92.3 Fugitive.
Wait.
I am the fugitive.
Sounds like the 202 Fugitive.
Who's that lady's voice? Who is this criminal?
I don't know.
We don't know, but
We
it's
don't know.
the
Q
the
criminal.
same goddamn effect they put on.
It might be the same exact person.
Oh, you're thinking maybe they just do
Yes.
The criminal.
They have
Yes.
the tape.
Yes, because I'm telling you, a company gets together and they go, wow, we have a great bit. And then they sell it to these radio stations or these radio companies. So,
I'm the fugitive.
Yeah, it sounds like the same lady. Because they make it
fucking Bobo.
They make it easy for you.
You're the guy stole the ticket.
I am.
Yeah, what was Bobo's version of it? It was real bad, wasn't it?
There was two. He did I am.
Yeah.
And then your version.
And then he interrupted himself and spoke in his normal voice and said, sorry about your dog.
I hope the
What an
listeners
asshole.
appreciate that bit. That was one of the funniest bits he's
I
ever
was just
done.
watching the YouTube video of when he thought he was getting arrested because there actually was $10,000 missing.
What, do you have a sample of him doing The Fugitive?
All right, let's listen. Hi, who's this?
This is the 202 fugitive. I'm sending a person you very know is on the way. He will be delivering food, and he will be also handing you messages for Ira to eat on his food.
Who is this? This is driving me nuts. Who is this?
Tell us who you
are.
I will just have to give you a hint of who I am. I grew up in Woodside.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
What an asshole. That was a little sample of when they were doing that over at our old station.
The criminal's difficult clues begin.
For a master criminal, I am quite unassuming. At the grocery store, I buy cherries for snack time consuming. I spend lots of time in the urban sprawl, but if you ask people from the burbs, you might get it all.
So if you go to the supermarket in the suburbs and somebody's buying cherries.
Cherries, yeah.
That's the criminal.
Ask him.
She buys cherries in the supermarket.
Hey. Hey.
So why don't they just play a Lady Gaga song?
I wish they
Instead.
would. She's got so many good ones.
Play Teeth.
Or I'd say I'd vote for Speechless, but
Speechless?
I would too.
Not a fighting over.
Yeah, we want the better Bobo clip where he breaks character. Absolutely.
All right,
Going back
let's
to how Bobo played this role.
Fugitive. Can I ask you, what borough of New York do you live in now?
No, I live in Queens.
What's happening, Fugitive?
Yeah, what happened, Fugitive?
Nothing. I accidentally, the dog had just walked a little bit too. The dog walked a little bit.
What an idiot.
That was...
What an idiot.
If you wrote that, it wouldn't be that funny. He honestly fucked that up. Nothing. The dog was... dog.
It took him like a full 10 seconds to realize he was out of character.
He's out of character.
All right, the cunning criminal returns.
How is the weather? Hot enough for you? If you go to Arby's for lunch, ask someone in blue. Brown hair is a bonus. Don't pass up that tip. Go to see Gaga. That would be quite a trip.
So you got to go to Arby's and look for someone in blue with brown hair.
Yes.
And say, "You're the criminal."
So they're involving their sponsors.
You think? What do you think? Arby's is a spot? I thought it was just that's where she's going to go.
I hate my sponsors.
You do.
I could see the meeting though that they had.
I don't hate them, but we should be separate.
We're going to involve
the
sales.
sponsors.
Sales is involved in this, so we're going to have the criminal, and we're going to have different locations that will get us some revenue. Because revenue is fun.
It's a win for everyone.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You think they said that in a meeting? It's
Of
a win
course.
for everyone.
It's a win-win situation here.
It's a win for the company and a dismal loss for anybody with ears.
Oh my God!
It's a win for their pocketbooks.
Wild and Fee get a call from the Q criminal on the morning show. So now we go back to the morning show.
Well, now we're actually
including everybody, all the key day parts.
Right. This is actually audio from the Wild and Fee show.
Ooh. Wow.
I'm only going to break your heart. That's Teo Cruz. Uh-oh. The Q criminal is on the phone again.
How does he know?
Gosh, why hasn't anyone found this person yet?
Hold on.
Oh my God!
How do they know that he's on the phone. Did he go through the screener?
Must have gone through that.
And
Explains it.
Why would the criminal stay on the line so long?
Like
to
wait through the song?
Waiting through the song. And why didn't they stop the song and just, like,
why don't
that
they-
is pretty important.
If you have to go with the bit because they would probably fire you, why don't you make it your own and go, fuck, and interrupt shit?
Well, that's not the way.
Why do
you
they have to follow a format clock?
Well, the thing about it is,
Well,
even
at 7:10, we're going to take the phone call from the Q criminal.
the last thing you want to do is upset people, and let's be honest, it still is about the music.
Can we hear this guy coming back?
I wish it was N104. Then it could have been the N criminal.
Listen to this asshole. Humiliating himself.
I'm only going to break your heart. That's Teo Cruz. The Q criminal is on the phone again.
Oh my gosh! Why hasn't anyone found this person yet?
Well,
How long
we
has he
got
been
these
doing a show with
Gaga.
Marge Simpson? Fucking cunt! Shut up! Oh my God! I'm a pussy. That's why I'm in this seat. Of all the dramatic phone calls, and George is lying in a pine box.
You're so right. She's there to balance it out, everyone.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Don't want the guys getting out of control.
And the guy actually goes, "Oh boy, the criminal's on the phone."
I don't know how to handle him.
Before I say the criminal's on the phone, I should backsell this song and tell you.
Because I have nothing
Stinks.
better to say with this voice of mine.
A fucking fire should break out in the entrance of this station. How great would that be? Like the Happy Land Disco in the Bronx.
Wow, you went real local. Love it. Local radio rules, doesn't it?
Yeah. Criminals on the phone
Local clues for everyone.
Oh boy.
Well, we got these Gaga tickets here. Criminal, are you there?
I'm here, and so are a lot of your listeners. I'm sorry I'm late. I returned to the place of my original first clue just for nostalgia.
You're in the promotions office, sitting with our dickhead station manager, who's as big a flop in this business as I am. Where did you come up with this idea?
Oh, God damn.
I never heard the overnight. I didn't think anything could be more awful than the overnight guy. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
This guy is more awful.
This is really bad.
I think that's wild.
Just for nostalgia, and it was crawling with people.
Really?
Good one.
All weekend, I was on the run.
Good contribution. Fucking tits with a head.
Really?
Really? Her fucking awful witch voice. Really? Yes, don't throw water on me or I'll melt. Fucking cunt. She sounds like Paul Lind. Really? Love to fucking plant azaleas in her twat with my foot. I'd like to put azalea seeds on my shoe and kick them into her pussy until they grow. Have some azaleas in your cunt, stupid.
Why azaleas?
No reason.
Okay.
Just because they would take a lot of love and care.
Really?
All weekend, I was on the run. I was in sneakers, high heels. I have none. I play great poker. Don't wear a hat. And what else? If you looked for my dad, he'd be teaching martial arts to protect oneself. Time to go to Google.
Better go to the back of F.H. Riley's and see a car that's shaking.
What does that mean?
People were
Let's go to the
talking
music
about
started.
the Q criminal all weekend.
No, they won't.
Need to make a trip to Q104.com to figure all this out. Gaga's coming. We got to find the tickets.
How embarrassing.
Oh, God, I'm douche
That's
chilling out.
humiliating.
When he got into the business, I'm sure he wanted to be like the next Howard Stern or somebody. And instead he's stuck in fucking Cleveland with a hack radio bit.
That's humiliating.
Doing one of the greatest radio bits ever.
No one's talking about
Gaga's coming. We got to find those tickets.
Gotta find those tickets.
Let me hit the post
For a
here.
lousy pair of... How about you just take the eighth caller? Talk about something that's relevant.
But why do they have to talk? I mean, the voices. What the fuck
What is
that?
Well, Gaga's coming. We're gonna have
We
to
gotta
find
those tickets.
Find those tickets.
Yeah, because she's going to notice that 2 tickets are missing.
Gaga?
Yeah.
Gaga.
Maybe they're taped around her clit.
Magic Rat from Atlanta. He's got it. They should do the Q serial rapist.
Yeah, take the criminal one step further.
Look, if you want people talking in your market,
yes.
Fuck the Q104 criminal, the Q104 serial rapist.
Wild and Fair?
Yeah, Wild and Fair show. You got us here.
I was raped last night by the Q rapist.
Oh, what did they say?
You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault.
That's the clue for the day.
Yeah, the Q104, the Q rapist. You can see he's the Q rapist because he has a fake cast with Q, with the station logo on it, and he bashes you in the head and rapes you in his brown Volkswagen.
You need help with that couch?
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
It puts the lotion on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
Wait a minute, was she a great big fat person?
Let me say hi to Allison in New Jersey. Allison.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I came into the middle of this conversation, and I could have sworn you were talking about something that's going on in your own city. I got an email yesterday stating that Matt Pinfield is in jail! ! Apparently suspicious of the sudden appearance of thousands of dollars tied to the RXP Win Matt's Money on-air campaign. Authorities detained Matt Pinfield and employed basically that guy from Law and Order.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio.
And they're going to question him. So, there's all sorts of videos.
Oh, God. I got the chills.
Wouldn't this have, like, made the news or something?
So he's in jail, and what? We got to get him out of jail?
You got to get him out of jail? I have no idea. I couldn't watch the videos. They're painful.
Look,
wow.
I'm just about done. I gotta be honest with everybody. I can't do this.
Wow.
Anymore.
Too dangerous?
I can't be part of this horse shit anymore.
Too many criminals?
This horse shit.
It's embarrassing. This is why.
Oh,
this is why
God.
radio guys are never taken seriously because of fucking assholes like Matt Pinfield doing hack bits.
It's a private pile.
Is this what? Is this the actual?
Yeah.
Could you hold on, Allison? Hold on.
Sure.
Could you start over, Danny? I'm sorry.
I want to ask you something.
He's being questioned.
You are my... Sorry.
Matt Pinfield and Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
Dramatic reading.
Matt Pinfield. It's good to see you. I don't know, it's so good to be seen here. What could I have?
He's holding a
Where'd
suit.
you get that? I want to ask you something. You're my... Is it exciting to work on the radio? Yeah, I mean, I dreamed about doing that ever since I was a kid, so it's exciting.
But
Yes.
Private Pile's
So
not a
you're
real
kinda
cop or anything.
Exciting.
No.
So
An actor.
Yeah. So you are desensitized at times.
Matt Pinfield's bizarre.
I like Matt.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
But he's bizarre. He's acting.
But he's doing the same hacky shit that we're making fun of Cleveland for,
Yes.
Jimmy.
But I like Matt. I don't like
Then
Cleveland.
he shouldn't be fucking doing this then, man. He doesn't have to do this shit if he's talented.
I would do this just to do a scene with Vincent D'Onofrio.
Well, Matt should recreate one famous scene. I'll give you a hint. It takes place in a bathroom.
All right, let's go back to the Cleveland thing.
Look how old Private Pile got.
Oh, my dude.
Jesus.
Oh, that movie's fucking...
Yes.
I know.
Why aren't you stopping Private Pile's hair dye out? Holy shit, he's 78. Fucking asshole. Oh, God almighty. Are shoals and souls allowed in the barracks? How old is this fucking... Because you're too old. Because your bones are too brittle.
They're paying for it. Put in your dentures and eat it. Social Security's paying for it. You eat it. Congratulations, retirement home. You made it.
It's more hack. More hack shit.
He looks.
He doesn't get a pass, Jimmy. I'm sorry. He shouldn't be doing this shit.
I am loving how fucking old.
He has a few years under his belt now.
Vincent D'Onofrio looks.
What happened?
Let's go back to the Q104 criminal. So now we're up to the point where, for some unexplainable reason, the criminal decides to call Wild and Fee again.
Yeah.
Glitter in the Air. I love that song. That is Pink.
One of my favorites.
All right, 9:23. The Q criminal is on the phone with yet another clue. I guess we're getting close. Isn't that right, criminal?
I'm back.
Why haven't
really
they found you
I'd
yet?
caught by now. Maybe I'll just take the tickets and flee town. Here's something physical.
By the way, that's how poor Cleveland is. Other markets do this for real money, right?
Yeah.
They're doing it for a lousy pair of
All right,
fucking
yeah,
concert
wasn't like
tickets.
the
$10,000
or something like that.
Like the criminal's threatening to leave town with the tickets.
Yeah.
Even in an imaginary world, who gives a shit?
That could be worth like $350 if they're good tickets.
And flee town. Here's something physical that could help, if I may be so bold. Today, and today only, a bottle of Sobe I will hold. Gotta run. Click.
Wow.
Ah,
interesting.
Leave town and Sobe.
Is that another sponsor?
Another sponsor.
Sobe? By the way, their Twitter is WQAL. That would really suck if people started twittering WQAL right now.
Maybe other people have theories on who the criminal is.
Yeah.
help.
Maybe you could give your theories on who the criminal is, how great their bid is.
Yeah.
You know. Serious tweets only, please, people. I don't even want to do the rest of this fucking horseshit bit.
Why?
2 clips to go in. And they're
Suspenseful.
Station gets desperate as the clue is simply everywhere that the criminal will be over the weekend.
A nice summer weekend. Oh, where will I be? A concert tonight, Huntington Beach tomorrow, and the tall ships on Sunday, and the tickets could be free.
So he's pretty much saying where he's going to be.
Right, that's not even like a riddle or a...
No, that wasn't a clue. It's like, hey.
So for the people that like games,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter anymore.
Like they said, where will I be? And
all the
then
people
answered.
that really sat there and figured out the clues.
Right.
Now
You
it's
just go to those places.
Now you just go and fucking tap on some asshole's shoulder that's wearing a WQAL T-shirt. I'm sure.
That's it.
Because they get to the point where they've been doing the promotion for 2 weeks and the promotion's running out, so...
Well,
You know.
here's the end of the bit. The criminal is found.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news on Q104. Hello.
We have been caught.
You have?
Yes. Do you want to talk to our winner?
Yes, definitely want to talk to the winner.
Hi.
Hey, who's this?
Jim Weaver.
Jim. Now, are you willing to tell everybody where you found this Q criminal? Where are you guys at right now?
Are you willing?
No.
And you hear
There may be evidence.
and you hear how excited Jim Weaver is. He
Why
won
aren't
the
the
contest.
police there?
He won the contest and he can't even get the excitement up.
Why aren't the police there to arrest this
I guess Jim Weaver was a better investigator.
Willing
the
to
cops.
tell everybody where you found this Q criminal? Where are you guys at right now?
We're at Crocker Park.
Okay.
At the chess set, right here in front of the Key Private Bank.
Oh, the chess set. Another game is played out in black and white. Royalty is the match if you get this right. That was the last clue.
Yes.
Now, are you a person that's been following along this whole time?
Actually, I have to give credit to my wife. She's the one that figured it out.
Nice job. And what's her name?
Lori.
Are you excited or are you both going to go?
Lacey. Andrea. What happened? Well, she was making a mess of the tub. And she went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought she was doing a Tootsie Roll commercial. She was just drowning our offspring.
Nice job. job, and what's her name?
Lori.
Are you excited? Are you both going to go together to Lady Gaga?
Actually, I'm a hero to my wife and my daughter. He was a huge Lady Gaga fan.
This is the best husband/daddy duty maybe ever. So you got to Crocker Park, and what did you see?
You know, they were really good. It looked like a family just hanging out, and I thought, this lady's going to pepper spray me. And,
Did that really merit that type of laughter?
No. What would have been funny if he said, you know, I thought it was her, so I accidentally started raping the wrong woman. That would have deserved a big laugh. If he did get pepper sprayed.
Smashes her in the teeth.
Yeah. Like, I thought she was the Q criminal, so I started raping a jogger with a stick. I had a bicycle pump, and I raped a jogger's ass in the park. Turns out it wasn't her. So I ruined her life for nothing. That would deserve a big guff off.
Guff off.
Yes, that would get a laugh.
Oh, the CD.
Yeah.
That did not deserve the laugh.
No.
At all.
Pepper spray.
Business we're in sucks. It really does.
Not satellite radio. We got our new iPhone app updated.
Well, that's good.
Hey, that is
updated?
true.
It's updated.
I would love to have an account, though.
I got one.
Me too.
I don't.
You should get one.
Do you know I pay for 5 fucking accounts?
Oh.
Well, that's dumb.
I pay for 5
but that's
Sirius
just dumb.
XM accounts. Is it?
Yes, I don't pay for shit.
How about I would have not had satellite radio if I didn't pay?
You've had your whole fucking life to get free accounts. What good's one more free one going to do you now?
You want me to try to find you a login today?
Yeah, tell the fucking guys down the hall.
Tell them, give me a motherfucking account for this, and then any account with my name on it, wipe it clean!
That's that one they could do. That's just silly, Ant.
I want
that's
the
your
app.
fault.
Now I can multitask.
We'll get you a login. I was Twittering and listening to Sirius XM same time on my phone.
How excited are the guys down the hall that they have something to do today for the channel? They're so excited.
That's
Get
condescending.
me free accounts.
That's condescending when you say it like that.
Get me my free account.
They're very excited. They just sprung up like, holy shit, I get to do something today for the channel.
If that's the case, I got Jimmy.
What?
You got that iPad case?
Is that the in case?
Yes, the
yes,
in
I
case.
do have that one. It's big. It's a big case.
Yes.
It's most leathery.
Why do you need the in case?
So
Good.
you could stand it up. You could stand it up, and it's heavily padded. I really do like my stupid iPad.
I haven't
bash
used
the
mine
shit out of
much.
it, but I use it's laying around all the time. And you can just grab it, take it in the shitter with you. It's just fucking boo boo. You're playing games. You're shitting.
It's the shit. Hey,
Boom.
remember the song by Mel's woman there?
That hunk of shit.
Well, and remember we said, D-Boy, could you take the song and, pump it up a little bit?
Of course.
Yeah, it had to be listening earlier when we played Mel Gibson's tape number 3.
Yeah.
Well, here's the song with a few things added to it, thanks to D-Boy.
Stay on this phone and don't hang up on me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there. You understand me? And I will. So just fucking listen to me. Listen to my fucking ranting.
Calling my name.
You could go through money like a fucking whore.
I was half awake.
You want the fucking dress. You want the tickets. You want the fucking equipment.
Have joined October Grey.
I can do it for nothing. I don't need you, and I don't want you doing it. I don't think you can do it.
Truth is full.
All right?
I'll have to walk a few more miles before you say my name.
No! Fucking embarrassment to me.
My name again.
Go to your cunt whore. Get it? You make me want to smoke. You fuck my damn. You care about yourself. You make my life so fucking difficult. No! The fuck is that?
But something I can say. The future
You don't
is
care.
bright.
You won't even fucking try. You get it now? What mean is?
I'm not afraid of it.
You have no fucking soul.
I know why and
Get it?
I'll have to go a little while.
You need a fucking soul. I don't like it, alright? How about that?
That was a nice duet.
That was a juxtaposition, I
Nice to see
think.
They've done a duet together before.
Is that
this whole
called a
thing ended.
juxtaposition? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a juxtaposition.
All right.
God damn, I love that Mel Gibson though. Love it.
We do have another remix that came in. Maybe we'll play after the break. Some people saying it needs a setup. I don't think so.
What?
Because it's Mel Gibson with the double rainbow. The double rainbow guy.
Oh, him.
But a lot of people haven't seen the double rainbow video yet.
Well, as I was saying, like Joe Rogan during his podcast last night was saying he hadn't seen it or heard it.
Joe hasn't?
Yeah, and
he's
then,
all over the internet.
And then his buddy on the show said, "Oh, everyone's seen it." And then Joe, in his inimitable logic, goes, "Look how many hits it has, and look how many people have the internet." It like had something like even 3 million hits, and it's like. And think how many people have the internet. That means how many people haven't seen it. And you have to think like, yep, that makes sense. And it's Rogan, so if you disagree with him, he can clobber you.
Fucking man hands.
Punch you in the face like a real man does. You came up in conversation last night, too.
With Joe?
Yeah.
What did I do now?
It was, they were doing a quick thing on when you call people, they don't like when the guy you're calling, when their chick answers the phone. And he said once he called you, and he goes, "Yeah, and Opie's chick answered the phone." I was like, I didn't know what to say, or it's just like a weird thing when the guy's chick answers the phone. Huh. And the guys were like, they didn't like that.
They didn't like that.
Yeah, they're like, is she answering his cell phone? Because then guys think that's kind of inappropriate.
I honestly don't even remember that this went on.
Yeah, he was talking about it. He does a really good podcast, though.
He absolutely does.
Funny as shit, that guy.
Well, we'll play Double Rainbow.
Rainbow.
And then we'll do the Mel Gibson remix with Double Rainbow guy.
Yes.
Also, the broads on TV there, the newsreaders.
What are they doing?
Had a nice conversation about Lindsay Lohan and how she has lesbian gangs.
Lesbo gangs?
Gangs want to
have prison sex with her.
Yes. She's
going to be in a little jail with no one around her. Just like cleaning things. They're going to make her maybe clean the pots and pans.
Well, the broads made some good points. They really did. Yeah, we'll explain after the break.
And now, the Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
What else is going on? Oh, it's a quickie. Lindsay Lohan is scared. There's lesbian gangs that want at her when she goes to jail for what? A weekend? She's supposed to do 90 days, I think.
Yeah, but it's one of those Paris Hilton deals. She'll be out in no time. She's just got to cry. I can't take it. It's cold. And
it's the best thing that could happen to her for her career. She'll get out of jail and she'll make millions off the fact she went to jail. Yeah. So what kind of lesson are they teaching her?
Who's going to get that first prison
All that
picture?
shit. All that horse shit. But the women on Fox 5 here in New York, they had to discuss the Lindsay Lohan thing because it's a serious thing.
Did they?
A lesbo gang wants at Lindsay Lohan.
And where did they? What did the lesbo gang announce this?
Oh yeah, they're talking.
Is that what they do?
But why?
Word on the street, word on the cell block.
Why can't the news just go? Well, this obviously wouldn't happen because she's going to be well protected.
No, because they'd rather toy with it. Which, that's fine to do if you're a good dopey show like we do, but you're supposed to be the news.
Well, here's a few broads talking about it. This is basically how broads sound when guys aren't around. By the way.
All right.
This is the horse shit they talk about.
Let's listen to some of their...
While they're getting their nails done.
Some of their horse... They're getting their manis and petties.
Right.
Lindsay Lohan. Drama queen.
Drama queen, and should be quite frightened, because of...
Why should she be quite frightened?
She's going to prison, the lesbo gangs. No idea.
Because according to the Sun newspaper, inmates at the jail where Lohan will be held want a piece of her. One woman currently doing time says it will make them famous if they hurt the star. Now, Lohan will move into the correctional facility New Week. It will be a far cry from her regular digs. Inmates say the cells are filthy and cold and you only get one blanket.
Aw, just one blanket. Well, some reports coming out of Hollywood, these are on the sort of the entertainment blogs, are saying that she is refusing to go to jail. That she says she's not going to go, she's not going to show up, as though she really
thinks
has
it's
a
like
choice.
a manicure appointment. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, this is not her last
they're not
manicure.
that bad. I have to go today.
You know what? She stands to make a lot of money if she goes to jail and comes
She
out.
can write a book about it.
And that interview, somebody will pay a nice price for the first interview.
Okay.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Just listen to that. You know,
this is the news.
And did you hear the one go, aw, only one blanket? What, like this, she's a tough bitch
Right.
who could do time with no blankets? They would be freaking the fuck out. Either one of them would be crying their eyes out if they had to spend one night in there.
If they didn't have their down comforter, right?
Yeah. Oh, poor baby, only one blanket? Yeah. Lindsay Lohan, whatever. God damn, some fucking pictures are coming through from my party Sunday. Jesus Christ. That's like girl soup in the jacuzzi. Holy shit.
Where are these pictures?
Yeah, they're popping up on all kinds of sites now. I guess Facebook and things like that. But
well,
Marissa was posting a couple up here. I'll get a hold of a few. Send me some. Because I need them to piece together my memories. What the fuck did I do? All I know is everybody said it was the greatest party ever because everyone ended up just nude. It was crazy. Naked girls. They were in the pool. And then, once the ratio of girls started narrowing down, then it was time to just get the fuck out of the pool. That's when I decided it was time to go and play poker, I think.
You don't remember?
No, well, I know I did play poker, but that was karaoke first.
Mm-hmm.
I think karaoke first. And then a couple of people just dropped by from down the street.
So it was naked pool, karaoke, poker?
Poker, pass out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. At least I got the order. Yeah, send me pictures. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, the skimmers, actually, the pool skimmers got pregnant.
Oh, really?
I had to give these skimmers abortions. There were embryos in them. I'm teasing, of course. That's impossible. You ever just have one of those, though? Go to a party that's just like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on?
It was a crazy party, huh?
Yeah, it was one of those just insane, when the sky, when the sky is kind of turning blue out, It's like, I think this is called the next day. Yeah, it's the next day. Then, sleep it off.
There's nothing worse than dew on potato chips. Fucking like when the morning comes in and the potato chips are soggy
It's
because
starting to get soggy.
The morning dew is on it.
All your crunchy things are soft. They're not crunchy anymore.
Yes, that's it. I dropped in the morning after pill instead of a chlorine tab. Pat from Unaki. Ladies and gentlemen, Pat.
Was Pat there?
From Unaki. No Pat.
No Pat?
Nah. Bunch of cops. Cops and chicks. That's how I roll.
It's a good combo.
Cops and chicks. Cops and chicks.
I wish I wasn't in Montreal. Would love to have fucking gone to that. I was actually annoyed I was going to be in Montreal.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
At least you made it. Oh, I gotta call Patrice. He called me yesterday.
Oh, you know what? He called me too. I forgot to call him back. He didn't leave a message this
He didn't leave a message with me
never
either.
does. That's how arrogant Patrice is. He just thinks his number pops up. You should call him back. He's a pompous ass.
I feel bad, though, because Patrice rarely ever calls me. So I figured there was an issue.
He called me as well, and I talked to him.
Oh, what was it about?
He just basically wanted to thank us all for allowing him to get his side of the story out as far as not getting into Canada over the weekend.
Oh, for rip!
For the rip.
For the rip!
For the rip. And that's why we had to play the rip story at the end of the show yesterday to bring it all together.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'll give him a call back. I just don't want, you know why? This is the second phone call I refused from Patrice O'Neill. And I don't want him to get an idea like that I wouldn't accept his call, but I was napping at the time.
Some black guys aren't scary, and you should take their calls.
Oh, no, I absolutely no. Patrice is, I consider Patrice a friend. Even though we never talk, except on the short walk from here to the parking garage.
Your definition of friend is really strange.
Yeah, it is.
Because you don't really hang out with your actual friends.
No, I have like...
You sort of hang out with friends.
It's like an event, and then I don't see anybody.
You have friends that you hang out with, and you have friends that you don't hang out with.
I have more friends I don't hang out with.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
I'm trying to think what friend do I... All right, I hang out with Danny.
Yeah, he's a friend, though.
That's pretty much it. I can't think of anyone else that I really hang out with unless there's an event going on. Let me think. Nope. Like, I just don't. I rather, unless there's something going on, party or something like that, I'd rather just sit and fucking watch TV.
It's easier that way sometimes.
Commas. Sit and fucking watch TV. You get it? No, but I'd much rather do that. But, fuck around on the computer. Just do like shit like that. Sometimes having
that's
people
better.
around is just kind of distracting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a loner.
Sweetie.
But you have good parties.
Yeah, and I
hear.
I have good... Weren't you in Philly or upstate?
I wasn't invited to the party. That's what I'm getting at. It's okay. Though.
Oh no! Well, you know what?
I didn't even get an invite. Not even a hint.
Keith and Ange. Are you listening?
No, I think they have a problem with me. It's okay.
Do they?
I think they do. I don't know what it is, but
shit!
Maybe they could tell me. Because I probably should have been invited to the party at least.
What happened?
I don't know. I have no idea. Not on my end. I have no fucking idea.
Is there controversy between the?
I have no idea. To be honest with you.
Shit!
But I probably should have been invited to the party. And you know what? I probably would have went.
Oh shit!
But that's okay.
Oh man.
It's just awkward when you're talking about the party knowing I wasn't invited.
Now I'll have to find out.
This really reminds me of the scene in Midnight Cowboy when they both come in and I ain't even dressed for a party. But they ain't say nothing about you. They ain't say nothing about you.
Oh shit!
I don't even want to go to your damn party.
Your damn party.
No, I would have went.
I would have too, actually.
Oh, I'll have to inquire with.
Don't worry about
the
it.
Marescas
It's not that
as to
important. It's fine.
Why?
It's fine.
I honestly do think they thought you were still either upstate or in Philly. What? Oh, I want to get to the bottom of this. Maybe there's something juicy. Something juicy going on.
It's fine. Anthony, the FCC took it in the shitter overnight. We should talk about this for a few minutes.
And you should be able to say that on regular radio now.
Yeah. And
If it's fleeting.
Yeah.
Well, is that what they're saying?
Sure.
It was fleeting expletives only.
Is that what the ruling was, Jimmy?
Yeah, because the scumbag FCC, when Bono goes fucking brilliant, they said that the network should be responsible for that.
Right.
And the New York has not said you can just curse, but the New York court struck that down, saying it's too arbitrary, fleeting expletives, and they made it a free speech issue. They said there are too many things that will be restricted because of the vagueness of it that should be protected speech.
Bravo.
So if a anchor guy says, fuck a chicken.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Okay.
You know what? I got a disc with all the things that would be fleeting. So and they're all quick.
Well, that's good.
This is very good news for broadcasters, by the way.
It
Very
really
good
is.
And Anthony, I liked your point before the show when we were talking about. But first, here's some examples of fleeting fucks, which would be allowed, I guess, if this ruling stands.
Yeah, you wouldn't get fined.
For example, NBC's Sue Simmons here in New York.
At 11, pay more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing?
See, that would be allowed now.
Because she thought she was off the air. She yelled it out.
Right. It's more of a mistake. I'm sure
Yeah.
NBC in New York doesn't want Sue Simmons saying that, but if that was to happen, the FCC has no grounds to fine him.
Now, what do you think would have happened to, what's his name, Arthur Chang?
That would be fleeting.
Yeah, that's a fleeting expletive.
He would be fine, and he wouldn't have been fired.
He might have been fired anyway because of the news. That was an FCC issue.
Right. Here's another example. This is another example of a fleeting expletive.
On Fox 5 Sky Guardian, and then check that 7-day to make your weekend plans.
Takes a tough man to make a tender forecast, Nick.
I guess that's me.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, when we continue.
Now,
all right, I'll
the
keep doing
FCC
that.
would not have any grounds there. I'm sure,
That's fleeting, though?
That's fleeting.
It's a slip of the tongue.
Keep fucking that chicken, you
That would be
motherfucker.
allowed. The FCC would not be able to get involved with that if that happened.
I'm amazed.
And then you got this from SNL.
I freaking know. So who's your first guest? Are you freaking kidding me right now? It's who it always is. It's my freaking best friend, Donna. Get off my freaking back. I know it's Donna. I was just trying to make an atmosphere. You know what? You freaking just threw an ashtray full of butts at my head. You know what? You stood up for yourself, and I fucking love you for that. You're in my heart, babe. You're in my heart. All right. I swear to God, I'll do anything for my first guest. One time...
That example sucks, but whatever. I mean, that would be allowed.
You know what? I bet that was completely planned.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know the bit itself. I think you get it all confused in your head.
I
You're supposed to say
think
freaking
they
every
knew
time.
they weren't going to get in trouble, and it would make some fucking news. So I think.
You think?
Yeah.
And then you got Kathy Griffin on CNN.
I want to show you some of the newsmakers from this past year. Just get your take on them.
Okay.
Let's not do him.
I like
let's
the
not do
idea
him.
of news, first of all.
Oh, okay, let's do this. Do you remember
All
him?
right. Oh, that's
Heaney.
Richard Heaney.
Of course.
And I admire their stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
I admit that I followed the Balloon Boy scandal. Now,
Yeah,
did you watch it when it was happening?
Oh, of course I did. My favorite moment was when Balloon Boy Falcon said, "Who the hell is Wolf?" Do you remember?
Falcon?
Falcon Heaney.
Falcon? How do you say it?
Terrible.
She's just an ass.
CNN, though, would not be FCC because it's cable.
Oh, that's true. So that's not even a good example, actually. You're right, Jimmy. You're absolutely right.
That's all self-policing.
Do you like Kathy Griffin?
I do. I like her a lot, actually.
Her comedy? Because her show sucks.
I loved her stand-up, and I've only met her twice on Tough Crowd. I haven't seen her in years.
She tries way too hard to be outrageous with her crap.
I thought her stand-up was
I don't know her
very good.
stand-up, so I have nothing to say there. But
Jesus.
But her show is awful.
I saw her stand-up before she got her show, obviously, was her special. And she's a storyteller, and I liked her stories.
Okay, fair enough. And then this is the one that started it all with Bono.
That's really, really fucking brilliant. And really, really great.
So all these examples, except for the CNN one, outraged the FCC.
Of course.
Court nixes FCC's indecency rules, 4-letter words on the way, ? Welcome to prime bleeping time. TV shows can get 4-letter filthy after an appeals court ruling yesterday declared the FCC's indecency rule unconstitutional.
Great.
This is
fucking
great news.
Great news.
Great fucking news. And the point Anthony made, well, you can make it. It doesn't. It doesn't. What?
I don't think it'll change anything.
Well, I think some salty language will slip out now, like the other shows. FX is having some.
Well, but they're another cable outlet. Like the cable outlets, I could see CBS, NBC, ABC. I don't see them fucking.
So you think they'll
dropping
self-police?
the F-bomb or saying shit or they're still gonna. It was a big deal with NYPD Blue. After 10 o'clock when they'd say, shit. Oh, they did that whole South Park episode about the goof when they were all waiting for them to say shit.
Right. Well, the ruling with provocative implications for evening TV prompted cheers and jeers and means the F word might soon air on a network near you. I think it's going to be there.
Really?
Here and there. Here and there.
Now, where does radio fall into this whole thing?
That's a very good question.
Because I bet radio is still going to be policed like motherfuckers, where groups are listening and writing things down and saying, "Ooh, he said a naughty word. They made poopy sounds, and my son was listening because I was driving him to work, or school or something."
Yeah, radio will still be fucked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think radio will always be fucked.
Well, the people that run radio are still going to be cowards.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to want to. Well, the same rules are in place. Let's just, don't just because this happened, don't you worry about it.
But the fact that they said it's unconstitutional, and they said that there's certain things that should be protected speech, and this is where I like the idea of a liberal Supreme Court. It's like it's weird with like different things. It kind of ebbs and flows, and when it comes to our business, for us, believe me, a liberal court is much better because they don't harp on language as much. They're not as concerned with porn and that nonsense that the conservatives go ballistic over.
It just amazes me that either side, it should just be what it is.
It really should just be allowed.
The Constitution should be interpreted not by conservative or a liberal.
Right.
because they're going to see things two different fucking ways. That's for sure.
But it's like it's like they're both assholes. They just certain sides obsess more on certain things.
Right, of course. The court says that dropping the F-bomb on primetime TV in front of kids is okay, said Dan Issop of the Parents Television Council. The door has been kicked down.
Ooh, Dan, maybe it's time for you to sit your little shitty kids in front of a video and stop telling them to watch award shows like adults, you fuck. Fuck you, dumb kids.
I got a lot of nephews and a lot of nieces, and this is nothing to them.
No.
They hear this shit in fucking school. Why are we all making believe that we got to protect them from dirty words?
Because the parents,
unbelievable.
The parents what's it called? The Parents
Television Council.
The Parents Television Council would what they are is they're a bunch of fucking PTA twats, and the men too. And that is their existence. So without that, they cease to feel like they have any validity as people.
Yeah, no purpose.
That's where all their energy is. Did you see what we got? Did you read the newsletter? Did you get the email?
We got results.
Meanwhile, their dumb fucking kids are 18 and 20.
Oh, they're fucking giving blowjobs already. They got the husbands out fucking. The wife's got nothing to do. Stick a old haggard pussy next to the dryer with an uneven load in it.
Yeah.
Jesus. Very imaginative.
So she's got to get off. I read that in Penthouse Forum once. I thought it was hot.
Yeah, it's very hot. The group sided with the FCC and against 6 television stations, including Fox, ABC, and CBS. What? I am shocked by such an anti-family decision, said FCC Commissioner Michael Copps.
Another douchebag.
He really is.
A real douchebag.
Yeah. How is that anti-family?
And they want to get involved with the internet and fucking satellite radio, these scumbags.
Fuck everything up.
How is that anti-family?
It's not.
It's reality.
No.
It's happening all around your children.
That's what it is.
And you give the word, it's an old argument, but you give the word so much power by saying you can't, have this on TV or have this on radio.
Michael Copps is a jizz bucket. He's a jizz bucket.
Completely agree. This decision gives them the unfettered ability to air whatever content they want. Yeah, well, cable has that, and they show responsibility with the whole thing.
Yep.
Nothing would change for at least 45 days until the case is ultimately decided, because they could appeal, obviously. The ruling only applies to broadcast TV in prime time and not to cable television, which is the biggest joke, because we were talking about that as well. At this point in the year 2010, you turn on your TV, it's just TV.
It's not.
You're not
like,
differentiating.
I'm not helping.
But it's, you know what I mean? You don't real. I'm really fucked. I'm really fucked. This is gonna be on a blooper reel. I feel like Voss right now.
You had it.
Differentiate. I can't do it.
You almost had it.
I think you got it. Oh.
Differentiate? Yep. Okay. Whew. Sweating over here. Between cable shows and shows that are over the air or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I don't know
TV.
how many people have antennas and are just getting broadcast television anymore.
When you first got cable, it was very obvious, but now it's just what it is.
Now it's television. You turn it on, there's a fuckload of channels, and you're not thinking, oh, this is network, and this is cable, and they could do this here, or they can't do it here.
At this point, it's the same shit.
It's the same thing.
So just let everyone curse if they want.
Yeah, you watch.
If some are cursing, then what's the difference?
You watch a show like Rescue Me. Janine pointed out that Adam, my buddy there, Adam, he said cock. Mm-hmm. He said cock there last night on the show.
It's a good season, by the way, that Rescue Me. They're having a fine season.
Yeah, it's a good show. And then, you go to a show on ABC or CBS, I wouldn't be shocked if it was a dramatic show and I heard him say cock or shit. Mm-hmm. I would probably go like, wow, the networks are finally catching on.
And the FCC is just not important anymore. I mean, these companies are policing themselves. We learned that the hard way at CBS Radio.
Yeah.
Everything we did was within FCC guidelines, but they have their own set of rules that are way worse than what the FCC is allowing.
Way worse. Yep.
Way the fuck worse. And that's going to continue.
Yep.
They'll police themselves, so don't worry about it, Michael Copps.
This is anti-family.
If it stands, the decision would end the policy of fining broadcasters for foul language put in place after Bono used the F word on the January 2003 NBC broadcast of the Golden Globes Awards. That's 7 years ago already. Wow. The FCC's indecency policy is unconstitutional because it is impermissibly vague, the Second U.S. Circuit Court said.
Great.
That's awesome. The ruling touched on everything from George Carlin's famous 7 words you can never say on TV to foul words by Nicole Richie on a Billboard Music Awards show. One of several cases that led to the decision. The decision was filled with words routinely bleeped out on television from bullshit to dickhead. That's great.
Did they actually write from
No,
bullshit?
they had the dash. I was able to figure that out.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wow, that's
After
pretty good.
years of experience, I was able to figure that one out.
Bullshit.
You know, Canada is better than us with language and sex. With
The whole world is better than us.
But they're terrible with anything that's considered racist or homophobic. And I would love to know, I think they took the license of a station in Quebec a few years ago over shock jocks that said something. I would love to know what it was that they said. But they really are. They're not better than we are here. To me, there's much more vagueness. If it's hate speech, they really are pathetic. And I got to do Canadian TV next Sunday, which is why I'm kind of wondering. I guarantee it, nothing racial.
No.
Nothing.
I can't
Don't
wait
even
to hear about your
try.
experience with that, Jimmy.
So I'm curious as to
try.
I'm curious as to what they got in trouble for, those Canadian shock jocks, if anybody knows.
Let me see. According to the survey, 51% of U.S. households have cable TV. 26% receive their television via satellite. 1% have both. 22% have neither.
You're trying to tell me that 22% of America still doesn't have cable TV?
About a quarter of the country
One
just
out of
doesn't have,
four,
like,
almost?
anything. What do they have? The antennae?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's got to be fucking, like, in the Adirondacks, the white
I don't
trash,
get it.
fucking no shoe wearing
'Cause old
hillbillies.
people, a lot of people can't afford
I don't
cable.
get it.
people.
No! Sorry.
Yeah, I can.
No, that was going to be my argument. When I was dirt poor, I always figured out how to have cable TV. That was the one
I
thing
would
I
steal
always tried to figure out. Always.
steal it.
Steal it, yeah. It's harder to
See, and
steal.
if I stole it, I would say I don't have it. So that's probably a bad stat.
Even poor people figure out a way to get cable.
Poor people.
Differentiate. See, I can say it now.
No,
I don't,
it's right
I
there.
don't know what happens
It's right
sometimes.
there.
The fuck?
Just pops up.
I'm a dope and my kid's a genius. I don't know what to tell you. Kid rolled over already.
What?
Yeah.
Who did he snitch on?
Hey, rolled over.
You want baby talk for 30 seconds?
Hey, I've got fall under questioning.
See, when you have a kid, you have to do what's called belly time.
What?
So they kind of lift up and stuff, and you get their neck and everything strong, right?
Ow.
And so you put him on his belly, he struggles for a while, and then you fucking, pick him up when you see his colors starting to get a little too red in the face.
Jesus Christ.
Talking to the parents now, man. I'm sorry.
No, what is that?
What?
Who figured out this was good?
You got it. I don't know. It teaches them. I don't know what it actually does, to be honest with you. But the pediatrician goes belly time every day. Make sure you do it. I'm like, all right. So the other day, the kid just turned 2 months old. I guess this is going to sound like bragging, but it's also a little fucked up. I put him on his belly, and he flips onto his back like it was nothing. I go, did I just see that? Because all the books say that takes 3 to 4 months in, easy. So I put him on his belly again, and he does it again, over and over again. I got it on fucking tape.
You weigh his arms down?
And Dr. Stevens said it's fucked up. That should not be happening this early.
Well, then don't let him do it.
No, you want him to do it. So then in the middle of the night, you could get a good night's...
Duct tape him down.
In the middle of the night, you could start getting a good night's sleep knowing he could maybe take care of himself instead of, landing on his fucking nose and suffocating himself.
You don't want to do that.
So, this is good news for a new father. Good news. And I'm a dummy.
So is he driving?
I'm thinking about it.
Give him about another year or two. Designated driver.
I got philosophy on all that. I might have to write a book.
Yeah.
Why is it when I was thinking about this yesterday when I was walking home? When did you learn to drive? No, you're not the right person to ask.
No, ridiculous.
See,
I was 19.
Really?
19.
All right, so this is for you. So I think I was 18. Was it 18 when we were growing up? Learner's permit 16, 17. What was it?
Yeah. Learner's.
So
was
why
16.
is it that your dad all of a sudden, when you turn 17, let's say, goes, all right, time to start learning how to drive? Why wouldn't you throw your fucking kid in a car at 14 in a parking lot?
Exactly.
So by the time he's 17, he really knows what the fuck he's doing. Instead of getting a learner's permit like I did,
Yeah.
we went to the DMV. I've told this story a few times. It turned 17, time to get your fucking learner's permit. Did the paperwork, and all of a sudden my dad goes, okay, drive. And I looked down, I'm like, I never drove before.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Even though I have a learner's permit now, I've never fucking sat behind the wheel of a car. But my dad was brave, and I swear to you, it was, I forgot where. It's in Comac there. Where the fuck is the DMV? And I went around a turn way too fast into oncoming traffic and almost fucking killed us. Within 5 minutes of having my learner's
You
permit.
realize never do that again.
Well, that's
You took the
great. I
crash
survived.
course almost. Yeah.
But why not take your fucking kid at 14 when no one's looking and you get a big fucking parking lot and start teaching him
At
some
least
shit.
the basics.
And
Yeah.
then at 17, he's a bit more experienced, and then you don't have to worry that he's going to, crack his skull in an accident.
That's true.
Kenny?
Well, I used to let my kids sit on my lap and steer. They couldn't hit the pedals.
That old gag.
Yeah, but I used to let them steer when they were little.
See, that's
always
smart,
good.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
you could hold them back if something happens.
Sure.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
hit their head on the windshield,
Yeah.
on the steering wheel. I'm sure.
Yeah. And then when my
Oh,
older
Uncle
son
Paul.
was 16, I took him to a parking lot, so he could drive around and learn how to parallel park and stuff. And
Yeah.
I had my younger son who was, 4 years younger, and I let him take a couple laps around the lot.
I think that,
spins.
I think as a parent, that's the smartest thing you could do.
Yeah.
And then he's very experienced when he gets his learner's permit. Why
Yeah.
not? There's animals out there on the road.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing out there.
And you know what?
Now you got texting and talking on the phone and dialing, so you really got to know what you're doing.
When does turlet training start there, Kenny? Because I'm going to start putting him on the fucking
Just put
toilet.
him on the goddamn
So
toilet.
he's not scared shitless of it.
Yeah.
You got to get him a little potty.
No, but when do you start that shit? I know this is down the road.
Yeah, I forget exactly.
But with that too. Why not every day you do a little turlet time? You'd sit his stupid hiney on the toilet so he's not scared of it.
Because the kid's trying to
not
enjoy
so-
his life. He doesn't want to just sit on a giant hole he could fall through.
No, I'll get the fucking little one that they get.
Yeah, the
kids.
pot.
a little
You gotta get a
potty.
Not to
potty.
put him on, hoping that he's going to start shitting in it right away, but you get him
How great would
comfortable.
that be?
You get him comfortable with this stuff.
Can't even walk.
Boys are harder than girls to potty train.
Why is that?
I don't know. I remember my kids, they used to hold it in. They didn't want to take a shit.
That's a control thing, by the way.
Yeah.
I wonder who they got that from. I like 3 peas and 2 carrots. I'll have 9 blueberries for dessert.
I'm a good parent.
I know you're a good parent.
You do have a control thing, though, Kenny.
You
really
you do control
And
things.
I also realized he can't multitask because we were driving home yesterday. He missed our turn. I'm like, what happened? He goes, I was thinking about that other thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
can't you think about that other thing and make the right turn?
No, I was distracted.
Kenny can't multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
Not-
distracted real easy.
Not when it comes with deductive reasoning, doing 2 thoughts at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish the radio audience could see his dopey smile right now.
Yeah, and his little nervous shaking legs, his hands in his pockets, all sheepish.
With his zoot suit on.
Yeah, you should be spinning a fucking watch, yelling, "Keep on trucking." With a hat.
Got a lot of good calls, but whatever. But I think that's the way to go. No, Ant. Get him in a car early. Why not?
Yeah.
Especially in a big parking lot. Who's he going to hurt?
My kids,
my dad almost
they
killed
do
us.
hurt someone, God forbid.
they had go-karts and dirt bikes too when they were little.
So by the time they had,
Yeah.
when it was time to drive a car, you weren't as nervous.
You get the hand-eye
You knew they knew what they
coordination
were
thing
doing.
going with driving and stuff. Yeah, my father threw me in a fucking dune
See?
buggy at 12 or 13
I think that's the
out in the middle of the
smartest thing.
Mojave Desert. I was
Smart.
slamming 4 gears in a fucking dune buggy down dirt roads with tons of weapons in the back. What a time.
That's perfect.
Oh, what a
See?
time. That's where I learned to drive drunk, too.
See? You're a better person for it, obviously, too.
Of course.
Right?
Much better. Not a problem in the world. Just skip through life with my shoelaces untied.
That's a good way to fall and chip your teeth, right?
Ah, and what, my teeth?
What's that? What do you mean?
Nothing, I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. I just got a thumbs up. All right, that ends baby talk for today. I'm sorry for the people that don't give a shit. I understand. I know you're out there. It hit with somebody. Hey, Mel Gibson and The Shining.
Oh.
Who did this? D-Boy? The
Goddamn
remixes
busy
are just
D-Boy.
flying in because we also have Mel Gibson versus Double Rainbow. The Double Rainbow.
You gotta establish Double Rainbow guy first.
I don't have the audio in front of me right now.
Double Rainbow Man.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Full on.
I'll find it for you. It's there.
Are you a fan of Double Rainbow?
Love the Double Rainbow.
But you didn't like the parody of Double-licious? Was it Double-licious?
Yeah, I wasn't really. I like the song that doesn't auto tune. The guys that do that auto tune
I didn't
the
hear
news.
the auto tune. I'll be honest.
They really did a good job.
Where's that fucking disc?
Yeah, I'll find. Hang on.
All right. In the meantime, here's Mel Gibson in The Shining.
Fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault.
Yes.
All right? Okay? I don't want you.
What are you talking about?
I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you.
I just want to go back to my room.
I don't want you. Okay? But I don't want you anymore.
I'm very confused.
Fucking listen to me.
I just need a chance to think things over.
Listen to my fucking ranting. Listen to what you do to me. You make my life so fucking difficult.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
You don't care. You don't care. I'm threatening. I'll put you in a fucking rose garden, you cunt. You understand that?
Fucking sounds like it's The Shining. It sounds like a scene from the actual Shining.
Wow.
That is great.
Damn.
Mel Gibson in The Shining.
God damn it, that's good. Gotta get some of these online because they're way better than the ones I've been seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Way better.
That's good.
Way the fuck better.
God damn, man.
You want to get into Double... Have you seen Double Rainbow?
Oh,
The video?
Double Rainbow.
It is... There's a part 2?
What is it?
There is.
Part 2.
Part 1, part 2. Huh?
The original video it's kind of long, so I just cut it up. So you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Double Rainbow. This fucking guy, I don't know, somewhere out west, he witnessed a double rainbow, and he just showed his excitement. You don't
he
even need the
loses his
video.
fucking mind over stupid rainbow.
This thing is taking over YouTube, just
Asshat.
growing by the day. Wow, 3 million. What is that one? Fucking almost 4 million views
Yeah.
on one version of the video.
All the way.
Wait, start over. Fuck it, let's just play the video.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow. All the way. Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense. Whoa, man. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Woo! Oh wow! Woo! Yeah! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my god! Look at that! It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow. Oh my god, it's full on. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. What does this mean? Oh my god.
Jimmy looks disgusted. Can you pause it for a second? What's wrong, Jimmy?
I see one rainbow and half of another one.
Oh, there's a double rainbow.
No, it's full on.
B.
It almost looks like triple rainbow.
You don't see double rainbow?
It's double rainbow.
I see.
Full on. Across the sky.
I see double rainbow. Sounds like Jodie Foster going under the thing. Dr. Lecter. Double rainbow.
Rainbow.
Did the rancher make you look at the rainbows? Did he sodomize you? No. Here's a very decent manic depressive. And B,
see a double rainbow, call this number. A great big double rainbow.
And you think someday if you see a double rainbow, your lambs will stop booing. But this guy, it's like, even if it is a double rainbow.
Even if it is.
I'm
looking at the video. I see a double rainbow.
First of all, this cocksucker is not filming the entire double rainbow. He's filming fucking a half of the double rainbow. He sounds like the chief from Cuckoo's Nest having a stroke. It's a double rainbow. I fucking hate this guy.
You don't like double rainbow guy?
No, because can you show more of this? He's not fucking showing. You see the beginning of the rainbow, but you don't see.
Yeah, where's double rainbow?
Where's the top?
God, there's double rainbow.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh my God, it's so bright and vivid. Oh! Oh! Oh!
I hope that sound right there is his cancer growing. I hope that's why I hope it hurts.
He's just showing excitement.
My pancreas is getting worse.
But the double rainbow.
Oh, the lump on my thyroid is now the size of a melon.
He's seen a double rainbow.
You know when you should have this reaction when you're getting a blowjob and instead you see two mouths on your dick. Oh, it's a double blowjob. There was only one mouth, and now there's two.
It's beautiful.
Why are you spoiling it? He's very excited over his double rainbow.
So what the fucking? It's something that happens when it rains. Who gives a shit? It's some weird thing the light does after water hits it. Who gives a fuck? It's two puddles. It's the same miracle of nature. Oh, look. It's steam evaporation.
Let's get back into double rainbow.
Oh.
He's crying because he saw the double rainbow.
What an emotional wreck. I know why he's crying.
Why?
He's actually camping because he's on the lam because he bombed an abortion clinic. This fucking asshole. Double rainbows, like two fetuses that will live. Thanks to killing the devil's doctor. Guy sucks. See, it fades out. Where's the top of the second fucking rainbow?
The double rainbow.
He's a liar.
Oh my God.
Should end in double mountain lion attack.
Or a fucking a murder suicide, a double tragedy.
Rainbow. Oh, my front yard.
Right in his front yard, a double rainbow. Study it, Jimmy. It's right there if you look for it.
Listen, I'm losing it.
Oh my God. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Can I pause? I'd like to answer him.
Yeah, he asked, what does it mean?
I'd like to answer this man.
Okay.
It means that you're a fucking, you're probably bipolar, you emotional asshole. The rainbows mean nothing.
No.
Your blubbering, however, is a sign of mental illness. This is the same type of guy, he's crying like this.
Yeah.
This is the same type of guy who would laugh as he was sawing through a prostitute's head with an axe. The Lord is going to thank me.
Are we almost done with double rainbow? He's crying now.
Oh.
Too much.
This is how I felt when I drive past a junior high.
That's how you fucking felt when you saw Jungle Fever.
Oh my God. It's so intense.
It's a double rainbow, but I'll only film one. This guy's awful.
Oh my God.
Got over it.
And that's it. The double rainbow video.
You got over double rainbow.
It meant nothing. Double rainbows mean
No.
less than nothing.
It is just water refracting light.
Yeah.
That's all.
The other thing, I hit the handle, and the water goes in a circle and takes my duty away.
Full on, double tapered. In the bowl, full on, double tapered.
It was a double plugger.
My duty went around 2 times. It's double duty.
What do you think it means? It circled twice before leaving into the sewer system.
Full on in my toilet. What does it mean?
I turned the hot and the cold, and double jets of water caught my body and removed the soap.
Something tells me he doesn't know what the fuck that means.
This guy
washing
is an asshole.
Yes, an asshole.
You think he's on
Double
shrooms or something, though?
Rainbow.
I don't know, man.
I think Jimmy's
some
right. I think he's
shrooms?
got like some kind of mental problem.
Really?
Yeah, he's a bipolar fuck.
Well, there's an interview with this guy, and he claims that although he wasn't high in this video.
Uh-oh.
Is that him?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's him?
Great.
My
Fucking
God.
It's Hurley on the island.
Yeah, exactly. A double D bra for me, because I'm a fat pig.
Why aren't you stating the obvious? It's
Looks
Steve
like,
C.
it looks like the cover of a Foundry album.
Jesus. Yes. A double watermark.
Yeah.
A double whopper.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Double dunk dildo. It's full on in my ass and another man's.
What does it mean? Every time men are on TV, I get a tent in my underpants. What does it mean?
Full on. Hard on.
That's Steve C. before the surgery. Who are you kidding?
And after.
And he's well, see.
Double balls on my children. What does it mean?
Holy shit.
A double XL from Lane Bryant. That's right.
Fucking A, man. That really does look like him in the pendulum days.
It really, really looks like Steve. My website and band, a double failure.
Take that, stupid.
Get to work. What does it mean?
Fucking Steve C. all the way in his rock days.
Oh, wow. A double income all the way. That's right. Oh, double click, and I get paid for the link. What does it mean? A double stapling. Why did I do it?
Full on double bosses. No, I do nothing.
Oh, man. Fucking see, Rainbow Guy rules.
I love it.
Yes.
Can we play the song, please?
Full on. The song is actually
fantastic.
amazing.
What is the song?
Someone took what he was saying there and auto-tuned
Oh, yeah.
it.
But Rat spit from Pal Talk.
God.
The rainbow is swinging back the other way.
Other way.
All right, here we go. Here's the auto.
When does a rainbow get out of my way?
Pat from Nagi. Portion control. What does it mean?
Yes.
You ate through your
No,
operation.
thank you. What does it mean? Double helping. Yes, I'll have that. I'm full. What does it mean?
Full on double breakfast.
Did you do salad? What does it mean?
Low-fat dressing. What does it mean?
Calorie counting.
Double glory hole. 2 penises full on.
Double stuffed right in my own backyard.
Full-on double penetration.
My mouth and ass full of dick. It's beautiful. Oh God, it's almost a triple stuffing. They're fucking my stomach staple hole.
Oh, look, it's double stuff Oreo.
Good one.
Yes. Oh, I weigh double what most people do.
Full double rainbow sticker on the back of my car.
Thank you there. Is that Nicholas?
Did you do double bypass yet? No. That would work too. Oh, almost triple bypass.
Oh, he really looks like Steve.
Yes.
Oh, Steve
at
took a
me.
beating. Sorry, Steve. You look
I'm
just
in
like
the
the fucking guy.
desert.
Yes, I have a place in the woods where I can run around. Nobody calls me incompetent.
No. A man on horseback took my picture once and sold it
Yes.
as they poured plaster into my footprints.
How do you stay fat in the desert, by the way?
Yeah, that guy is.
How the fuck do you stay fat?
Oh my God!
Because he just sits there looking at stupid rainbows.
Okay, why don't we play it? So what is this, the auto-tune of the original Double Rainbow?
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's like
Let's check it out. What the hell? I believe you, Dan.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow, oh my God. Double rainbow, it's a double rainbow all the way. Damn, it's a double rainbow all the way. Damn, oh my God. What does this mean? It's so bright, so vivid. Double rainbow, it's so dense, dense. What does this mean? It's starting to look like a triple rainbow. That's a whole rainbow now. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. So intense. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Wow, wow, oh my God. Look at that rainbow. Double complete rainbow. Oh my Oh my God, it's full on. I can't even capture it on my camera. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. So intense. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Wow, wow, oh my God. Look at that rainbow. Woo! Woo! That is the baddest fucking rainbow I've ever seen.
What the fuck? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
That's why it was hard to watch any of the other like remix style videos because like that was the first one I saw, so everything else really couldn't really compare.
Well, Danny doesn't like it, but I do. The Double Down or the Double-licious, I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and Travis watched it. I
It's-
was like, whatever. There are some really bad parody videos of this out there. Like,
Double Down's pretty
extremely
good.
bad.
I think it's pretty
I'll have
good.
to give it another shot.
It's on Break.com. Break.com thought it was good enough to put on their front page. Give those guys a plug today. They've been very, very good to us over the years. Break.com for the Double Down parody. And why don't we end this segment with the Mel Gibson versus Double Rainbow guy?
Well, we might as well.
Put together by Derek. Derek is just remixing his ass off with this Mel Gibson audio. And we're encouraging you to do the same and send it into the show. All right? After the break, Mike DiStefano, our old friend, he's on Last Comic Standing and doing very, very well. So we'll talk to him next and see how that's going for him, okay? But first this.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow. What? All the way. What? Double rainbow. Oh my God. Get the fuck out. It's a double rainbow all the way. You're a dishonest cunt. Oh, wow. Woo! Yeah. I don't understand you. You're saying stupid shit. How dare you fucking even insult me with some of the stupid reasoning you have. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Oh my God! It's starting to even look like a triple rainbow.
The fuck is that? Your logic sucks because you're a fucking mentally deprived idiot.
Oh my God! It's full on double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Fuck you! Get the fuck away from me!
Oh my God! What does this mean?
Follow me! Alright? How about that, bitch?
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. On the Virus. Sirius XM.
Yeah.
We got Mike DiStefano in studio. Friend of the show, by the way. I was just telling Mike down the hall. I checked out Last Comic Standing. Had no idea that he was even auditioning for this damn thing, and he's doing great. He's still in it. There's what, 10 comics left?
Yeah, there's 10 left. Thank you.
Unbelievable.
I came in today to promote my new CD, OK Karma. That's why I came in. But we could talk about Last Comic. I just can't really,
Yeah. I
can't just be going around publicity hounding to get votes, none of that.
Right.
That's not why I'm here.
No.
You don't want to vote for me, don't fucking vote for me.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you.
What is how many? There's 10 guys left.
Yeah, there's 10 left. It just aired Monday. The top 10
I'm one episode
show.
behind. I DVR'd it, so
Yeah, just aired Monday night.
I didn't
and,
see
we'll
Monday's
see.
show.
We'll see. I did good. It was a good set, so I'm pretty confident I'll be all right. But who knows? Really, I have
the
no
audience
idea.
loves you. The judges love you. Greg Giraldo is the judge. On
he's
Last
one of the
Comic
judges.
Standing, and he's been doing really good.
Yeah,
really well, I should say.
Yeah, I've been liking it. I can't believe this is how it's happening for me. Like all these years, we all want to get a break. They call it. This is the last thing I would have thought in the fucking world would have been it. Last comic. I would have
and
never
look what
thought.
Last Comic Standing did for Rich Voss. So, I mean, your career is...
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
I
He
think
had
you should
a
say...
little pull for about 6 months, and
I
then
say
went back
look
to doing firehouses.
I say look at what Bonnie McFarlane did for Rich
There you
Voss.
go.
That's
no, honestly, Voss
Yeah, no, I
did
hear you.
very well because of Last Comic
Absolutely, yeah.
Very well.
Hey, listen, the people get to see it. Let's face it, you know what I mean? You get to a point where you're looking for more and more freedom to say what you want to say. I'm not even close to that point yet. People come to go, man, I love this shit you talk about. You're honest. No, I'm not. I'm so full of shit at this point because I can't,
Yeah,
and I don't know if Jimmy
go,
can relate to this anymore, but I mean, well, you've always had this home here, the Opie and Anthony home, which is great, where you have a gig. A lot of us don't have anything in the beginning, and it takes a long fucking time to have a little bit of power where you don't give a shit anymore, where you have what they call fuck you money, which to me is $47,000. When I make 47 grand, I'm going
You're
off.
out?
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, I'm going berserk.
That's a cheap fuck you.
Yeah.
When does the show air again?
It's Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern
Now, you got
Standard.
Andy Kindler as one of the judges. I
Yeah.
can't figure that guy out. Is he a prick?
Not at
I know,
all.
I know he's a funny guy and all that, but he's a strange bird.
I can't
figure that asshole out.
Yeah, I've never met him. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be.
No, you can say whatever you
enticing
want. Listen, I'm here to just talk about my
Geraldo,
OK
very
Karma.
easy to talk to. Andy Kindler, I'm not sure.
I know
He
Andy
looks-
a long time. He's very funny, and
But
he's
what's
a nice
his deal?
guy.
Yeah,
Is
he
he a
really
nice
is a
guy?
nice guy. To me, he's not. They're all. Listen, I went in there. I for the audition process, I wrote a whole 3 minutes telling the judges to go and fuck their mothers. I had this because I knew they were going to say no, get out of here, and I was going to rip them to shreds, including Geraldo, who's a friend. I had this awful shit written about cancer and dying and all that, and they said yes, we like you, and I still told them to go fuck themselves.
My favorite part of Last Comic Standing, you mentioned Geraldo, is the fact that because we're lucky to know all you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's lucky, by the way, but we do know all you guys. Geraldo will talk to these comedians up there like he's never met them before. And I'm like, Geraldo, you hang out with Jim David at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
And now you have to critique his act that you've been watching for the last 10 years up close and personal, but you got to make believe for the show. You don't even know this fucking guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Which
is so strange to me.
Yeah, well, Greg's just a real dude.
No,
in
I'm
general.
not
Yeah.
trashing him.
Yeah,
He's got a gig and he's got to do it properly. He can't tell everyone, oh, I know Jim David, we're friends.
This year the show. Actually, this year the show has been pretty much out in the open as far as everyone knew that I knew Greg. I mean, every comic knows Greg Giraldo. A lot of comics know Andy Kindler. The girl Natasha, nobody knows. But
where's she from? She's beautiful.
I think she is beautiful. She's smart, and I think she's hysterical.
How do we know her?
Personally?
Do we know?
She's just been on some TV stuff. I didn't know her until the morning I met her doing that.
She's been on something I've seen. I can't.
She's on Chelsea lately often.
Okay, she's part of the. That's probably where I've seen her.
Yeah, and she's actually fantastic. You know what I mean? She's really good.
Yeah, and there is one comic. Thank God they got rid of her because she was doing Amy Schumer's act, and it was pissing me the fuck off.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know her name, but she's I guess a new comic, and I was wishing that one of the judges would go, "Whoa, we got that already. Her name's Amy Schumer. What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I mean it was almost exact.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Kind of know the show, Ann. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I haven't been watching them.
It's all stand-up this year, too, which is good for you guys.
None of that house shit?
Yeah, it's just stand-up.
None of that hacky crap?
That's great.
No, there's no contests or nothing. I pretty much said that in the beginning. If you have any kind of contest planned or any of that, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the show. And they assured me and whoever else asked, hey, we're just doing stand-up. They really are trying to make the show different this year. Next year, they want real comics to want to do the show. That's their goal. And, listen, the only way they're going to pull that off is if I win or Laurie Kilmartin wins.
Yeah, Laurie's been around forever, too.
They're looking for some real comics.
So, you know what? Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah, because some of that hacky stuff you think made comics not want to do the show.
Oh, absolutely. I never wanted to do the show. I would have never done the show. I mean, I just went. And Voss happened to be there the night I went there to go watch the show, or the actual live show. And I said, you know what? The comics that were on it were fucking great. There were a lot of great New York guys doing the show. I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And it worked out. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, Mikey has a really good shot of winning this whole thing. So how do we vote for you?
Thank you. I guess on Monday night they give out a number. So every Monday from now until the end of the show, they're going to give out a phone number that people could call to vote. And, like I say, vote for whoever you think's good, I mean, I don't, technically a guy like me shouldn't win because I don't know if I have the appeal to middle America that some of these other people do. So I need to get people out there that usually wouldn't vote.
The appeal to any America.
Well, no, but who, me? Oh, yeah. Oh, that was fine. I didn't get that.
I'm fucking with you.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know you.
I think you do have a middle America appeal because you're brash and you're very honest. I think there's an appeal. I think people in middle America probably like you a lot more than some fucking smug comic who's trying to be ironic and not honest.
I'm sick
you
of...
talk about race. I think middle America likes that a lot, actually.
Yeah. You know what I'm sick of, man, in comedy? Forget about last comic.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Well, actually, is this whole clever thing. People that are just smart mentally, but they got no fucking heart. You know what I mean? I know I'm not... Listen, I got a long way to go before I'm as good a comic as I would like to be, all this stuff. I'm not a fucking egomaniac. But
how long are you going to give this?
Well, I'm 5 more years. That's it. In 5 years, I'm going back to
long way to go. Holy shit. How long have you been at it?
10 years.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I'm a little old. I started old. I didn't start, I haven't been doing it very long.
You had that drug thing going on, right?
Yeah, I started off with the drugs, you know what I mean? It propelled me into... Someone asked me today, how do you feel about Steinbrenner? I'm like, if you added up all the loved ones I've lost, they don't equal 80. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Come on, not that fuck him, but he's 80. He had a heart attack at 80. God bless him. He did good.
We would all take that one.
Exactly. If I lived to 50, it's amazing.
I would take a massive at 80.
Yeah,
no
Anthony,
problem.
too. I mean, you're on your fucking way. He's like me, the fucking simmering, constant anger, low-grade state of misery punctuated by rage. That's me.
Yeah,
we don't have long to go.
That's why I got to take a breath every so often. That's it. And, lay off the fucking pork and maybe do a push-up.
Something, yeah.
That's wild. All right, so I didn't know they didn't do the house shit. So
none of the house, none of that garbage.
I kind of hated that.
Yeah.
Because I've liked the show since it started, I don't know how many years ago now.
With any fucking show.
I remember once they brought all these comics to a laundromat and they had to perform in a laundromat.
Yeah, I would have stuffed somebody in the fucking machine.
Horrible.
No, there's no way.
How does the voting work? Not that you're asking for votes, but how does it? I don't even know how it works.
Well,
Monday, they'll
if you
give a
watch
number
the
out.
show, if people tune in to watch it, they'll see. They'll give out a phone number for each of the comedians, and you vote for who you want to win. And That's it.
That sounds pretty fair.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's on the up and up, and if I win, it'll be a great show. If I lose, then it's a scam.
No, fuck all that. Are you getting recognized like crazy for the show?
Absolutely, yeah, it's been insane. Yeah, it's been crazy. And people, I'm trying to keep as much of my real fucking voice on NBC as far as you can. And I think I'm doing a good job. I hope I am. I hope people aren't seeing
take the wig, bravo. I was going to bring this up, but what I hate about Last Comic Standing is where oh boy, I'm having a rough day. I got to get some fucking sleep. They're putting people into categories. You got to have the black comic. You have to have kind of the Dane Cook guy. You got to kind of have the female comic, and you know what I mean, the gay comic.
Yeah,
it's like, why not just have all these guys audition and just fucking pick the funniest guys? Fuck categories.
Yeah.
They're like auditioning for each spot.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you're gonna have a true competition,
that's the network, though. I know.
That's always been frustrating to me.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I think we'll watch anyway if you got, at this point, 10 just really funny guys, and they're not in categories.
Watching the entire process, I feel like they picked, the best they could. Like the two colored fellas that are on it are probably among the best of the
colored fellas.
I'm bringing that back, by the way.
We're trying for Jigaboo ourselves.
Yeah, no, I've had people call me, like my friends from the neighborhood. Like, I still got old friends that are like, hey, Mike, this fucking Mulinyam, he doesn't know how to say your name. That's what they call, I got 10 messages. Because Craig Robinson says my name wrong.
What did he say, Di Stefano?
Yeah, something like that. Di Fasano, whatever.
And Craig is a funny guy, but he doesn't really add much to the show.
Well, he's not doing stand-up. You're going to get me thrown off the show. You guys just going to bait me into fucking, Craig Robinson's a piece of shit. Oh,
I'm not saying he's a piece of shit.
No, I know. No, he's
but
great.
He doesn't really doing much.
Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be doing.
He's pretty much just enjoying you guys. That's
Opie,
it.
I'm here for you to help me win the contest, not get thrown off the goddamn thing.
Well, you don't listen to the show often, do you?
Yeah, no, I know.
We're setting you up for the big fall.
I got you.
Mike won't ask you to vote for him, but I would encourage. I like Lori too. She's my friend, but Mike's a good comic, man.
Thank you.
I don't know who else is even on at this point. I never watched anything with comedy.
Yeah, you wouldn't know any of them, to be honest.
Okay,
I don't think so.
I would hope that you.
Yeah, you and Lori are the only two I know.
Rachel Feinstein.
I like Rachel.
Rachel's a New York girl.
I like Rachel.
Yeah,
I don't think I know Rachel.
Lori, if Lori won, man, it wouldn't bother me a bit. I have so much love. Yeah, she's phenomenal. I think she's a great.
She's very funny.
Yeah, she's got balls. She's got a lot of balls, and
So getting recognized though, huh?
Yeah, but getting a lot of recognition. It's good, It's
From here on out, this is going to help you. It doesn't matter.
That's
if you win, great. But if you don't win, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get more recognition from winning and not winning. You're already in the final. What are they going to say? Oh, you were the third guy. No one gives a shit. You're doing good anyway.
I think the top 5 do a little tour, so that could be some nice money for Mikey.
Yeah, the top 5.
So he gets the top 5, then it's great.
Yeah, we go on tour, and then if I win, that's a good down payment on a little house near Anthony out in Long Island.
Yeah, that's right.
Come out, live by Anthony.
You want to do a little Long Island?
Get a real Italian fucking neighborhood going out there. You know what I mean?
He's in a Jew neighborhood.
That's all right. That's what I'm saying. The Jews are the same. The only difference between Jews and Italians, college. That's the difference. They went to college. We robbed from them. Who gives a shit? Oh, wee.
You did the addiction show, too.
Yeah, man.
You and Jimmy, right?
Me and Jimmy,
Rich Voss
and Kelly. I am looking forward to that so much.
Comedy Central?
Comedy Central.
Down the road?
In the fall, it's going to come out. I guess they're going to try to take whatever popularity I get from Last Comic, coupled with Jimmy's stuff. Then it'll be a bigger deal. We got a DVD coming out of the show. We're working on that now, getting a deal. So,
were you guys happy with the show?
I was very happy with
Jimmy,
it.
you were happy with it?
Yeah. Jimmy
as much as I can like my set, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy did great. I mean, he was phenomenal, of course, and it was all good, We'll see.
Still clean?
No, I relapsed after I got the money for that show. When they paid me for that show, I finally had enough money for rehab. That's the only reason I stay clean. Not because I can't afford drugs. I can't afford getting off them.
How many years now?
12 years. Yesterday was my 12-year, thank you. Yeah.
Does it get tough?
No, I don't, I don't have a problem with wanting to get high at all.
You never get the itch?
I don't. I mean, I think because I do so much, like, prostitution stuff. And no, I do. I feed every addiction that I have other than drugs that I never feel craving for.
You're a prostitute guy?
Look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm a decent looking
he
guy.
can have
yeah,
a girlfriend.
I
He
could.
looks like a guy who gets whores, though. You look like a horror.
No, look, I have beautiful women that want to be intimately involved with me, but I'd rather pay a chick $20 to suck my dick and go away. People laugh. What do you pay for hookers? You want a $500 hooker? They're just they're too clean, and I want them,
Need
dirty.
a little skank.
I like them filthy. I do. I like
dirt.
Yeah, it's awful. Sometimes those other ones are. I'd rather if a $500, you better hold me and tell me it's going to be okay, and my childhood was your fault or whatever. Something to do some healing.
I like a good dirty one too.
Yeah, come on. Me and
I
Jimmy.
like a good dirty one. Not $20 worth. I mean, I like someone.
20. What's
20's pretty
your
dirty.
low
I would-
limit?
Now at this point would probably be like 152 because of again the times. Years ago it was 20 though.
Yeah, 20.
So you can't get someone to come over for that.
What's
kind
the
of money.
most? What's the most you've ever paid and not been disappointed?
Not been disappointed.
Most I've ever paid is $600.
That was
And,
going to be
and
my
you weren't
answer.
disappointed?
It was more the person I was fucking as opposed to the actual fucking. It was like, I can't believe I got her to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very interesting way to
Yeah,
put
they were
that.
people I already knew.
Uh-huh.
They were not prostitutes.
Wow.
And,
They were that night.
yeah, but in a way, but it was, 600, it was my maximum.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
$20, me. It's the highest I ever went.
$20.
Mike is smarter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 30 fucking loads I could have got out for my one moment.
Exactly.
Load for load.
Yeah.
Basically,
No,
I paid $600 to come and go, take that, you.
Yeah, I can't. I'm good.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to break in. Mel Gibson, tape number 4 in my hand.
No way. A
Get
new
the-
one?
A new one.
Where did this
We did tape number 3 earlier. We got the.
This just hit?
This is hot. Well,
We got to hear it. We have to.
Yeah, I got to hear this.
absolutely got to hear this. And you, by the way, don't win the contest.
Okay.
Fuck it up and come in second.
Okay.
2 words. Dat fan.
Right.
Oh.
I
Do
hear
not
you.
win this fucking thing, Mike. Trust me on this.
All right. I'm going to do
Take
my
it as
best.
far as you can and then blow up your spot at the end.
Okay.
Don't win this fucking thing.
Yep.
Win it.
All right.
Why? He'll
Well,
be
they give you
he'll be the
Dat
first
fan.
one.
I'll tell you why.
There's been a few bombs in there.
Dat fan wasn't looked at as a legitimate comic by comedians. Mike is. So if Mike won it, it would actually legitimize. Not that it's not legitimate now,
You know
because some
what?
good acts
Okay.
have won it.
All right.
Well, Dave Mordell's a fun. Didn't Mordell win?
I don't think he won, no.
No,
Or
he
John
didn't win.
Heffron. Heffron's a funny guy.
Heffron's
yeah.
funny.
Alonzo Bowden's a funny guy.
He's funny.
Who won in? Dat fan won. Who won season 2? I don't know. Oh, it might have been.
I think that was Heffron.
Yeah,
John?
Heffron.
But there's some good acts that have won
So
it.
you
like,
think you should win it?
Yeah, Dat
Maybe
fan
you
was an
should win it
anomaly.
because you're not doing that house shit. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a little more.
Yeah, a little more
respect.
than just yeah. It's based on comedy and not
All right. Then
winning
I
some
don't know what the
dumb
fuck I'm talking
content.
about.
I might
Mike.
go to win it. I might try to win.
But you know what? If you don't win it, just go. You know what? I didn't want to win it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right.
And then tell them, fuck their contest.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, tape number 4. You've been following this, Mike?
Yeah, I have actually.
What's your favorite part so far? We all have favorite parts.
The cunt. I like the word cunt. So, yeah.
That is,
It's just
I
my
like
favorite.
my favorite was when he just yells, "Smile and blow me."
Yeah, that was good too.
That's
Your job.
fantastic.
I think I like when she goes, I am not the whore. You are!
you are.
He just blurts it out like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, oh, he is sick.
It's
this
wonderful.
poor guy.
My favorite part is right here.
What the fuck is that?
What?
How he says, what?
What?
Oh,
What?
Jesus, poor
Please,
guy.
more.
All right, here we go.
More Mel.
Mel Gibson, tape
How long
number
is this
4.
tape?
Hot off the presses. 3.5 minutes.
Yes.
We could squeeze this in.
Yes.
Killer idea. What the fuck do you hope to accomplish with that? What are you hoping to accomplish with that? What, are you gonna pay me back? If you do that, it's over. It's over now. Fuck you. How dare you act like such a bitch when I'm being so fucking nice?
I did not blame you.
When I'm being so fucking I'm so nice to you, fucking cunt! Oh, he is a fucking beautiful, beautiful pile of irony.
Wow, he's a mess.
He's great.
250,000 if you win the whole thing?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I
That's
talking
nice.
about?
Yeah, I'll
win
take
this
it.
goddamn
$250,000?
thing. Take their money and run.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
nice. After manager's fees and taxes, you want about $300 or $400 for yourself.
Yeah.
But it's still great.
Yeah. But you guys get money for appearing on the show. You have to.
Very little.
Yeah, it's probably scale.
Really?
Yeah, scale.
That's
Network
not bad.
scale is shit. But again, the exposure, it really is good for you, man.
He's already won. So it's great for
You'll
you,
get
man.
recognized
Yeah.
for years from this because you're
No, I'm
different.
excited. Thanks, man.
All right, back to the tape.
You act like such a bitch when I'm being so fucking nice.
I did not blame you.
You said I was mean. You were fucking annoyed at me. For what reason? I
What?
did nothing but be nice to you.
What?
I've done nothing but be nice to you.
I didn't blame you last
Now,
night.
what are you little bitch this morning for?
I wasn't doing anything.
What did I do? And you said, oh, also earlier today never mind. What the fuck were you gonna say?
I love Mel Gibson.
Mel doesn't miss a fucking trick.
He is so hurt. This
He's
man.
the greatest.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we don't know why he's so hurt.
He's had something's wrong with this fella. Like deeply, he's disturbed.
Yes,
man,
I think
on a deep
it
level.
fucking pours out of a bottle.
Yeah,
I believe.
Oh, is that, yeah, he's
That's
definitely-
my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got some fucking problems, man.
But what did she do? We're trying to figure out what was the one
Spent
thing
his
she
money.
did. No,
And
all
then-
that shit.
And then he just
came
got
out.
fucking annoyed with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking annoyed with her.
I think he thinks that she, fucked someone else.
Is a whore.
He's just an
He would say that.
insecure, fucked up guy. And he got all this money and all this power in Hollywood. It means nothing. In fact, I'd rather not have it so I can make sense of my misery. This poor bastard's fucked.
It is amazing, though. Mike makes a great point. Like, look at Mel. He's everything a man could want. He's rich. He's a great actor. He's a great director. He's a fucking bona fide sex symbol.
Yep.
He's a real sex symbol.
Yeah.
And this, after his entire body of work, is his relationship.
Yeah, this is what he's ended
fucking
up.
cunt. I'm
Yeah.
nice to you.
Yeah. Well, this is who he is on a deep level. He's
Yeah.
just this insecure, fucking fucked up little kid, and it's such a failure. It's such an awful because he's miserable. No matter what he has, he's just not happy with anything. That's terrible. God.
Hear more of this fucking mensch. I love him.
Earlier today, never mind. What the fuck were you gonna say?
I wasn't going to say about any earlier today. It's just, I was going to say about last night. That's all.
Why? Because I let you sleep? That's my fucking mistake. I should have woke you up and said, fucking blow me, bitch.
All right, new favorite part.
Oh, my God.
I'm claiming that as my favorite part.
This motherfucker is a hoot.
Oh,
He
my
is great.
God. Oh, his
Wow.
career should be resurrected.
He's the
I should have woke you up and said, fucking blow me, bitch.
Yeah.
We have
Because I let you sleep.
Did any of you guys any of you ever in this kind of condition?
I literally.
With a woman, I have. Yo, I can relate to this.
Yes,
That's
constantly.
that's what
Yeah.
we've been saying through this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been where he
Maybe
is.
not
Yeah.
to this level, but certainly yes.
Yeah, definitely
You
a
start
few
losing
years
your
ago.
mind.
I was probably 16 or 17 when I was this fucked up. But yeah, he's
He's a good actor.
This is relatable.
fucking Andrew Dice Gibson.
Yeah.
I should have woke you up and said, blow me. You bitch.
Little boy blue. Murtaugh needed the money.
I love you. I want to marry you. Freedom, jerk off.
That's amazing. I never heard him do that. That's great.
You've never heard that?
No.
That's one of my old favorites.
That's terrific.
Good old Dice.
Why? Because I let you sleep? That's my fucking mistake. I should have woke you up and said, fucking blow me, bitch. I should have fucking woken you up and said, blow me. You would have liked that better, yeah? You need the goddamn sleep.
We were supposed to go to jacuzzi, and you said you have to wait for something.
So why did you have to wait?
You said,
You go to the goddamn jacuzzi.
I'm afraid it's dark outside.
Fuck it.
I just waited for you. I waited and waited till I fell asleep, and then
Waited and waited like 2.5 fucking minutes. You're fucking snoring. Don't you dare wait. You're blaming me right now. Now I'm blaming you. You went to sleep.
I don't blame you.
I deserve
I'm an Academy Award winner. Blow me.
You went to sleep and didn't blow me. I deserve to be blown. This guy's the best.
Oh, my God.
Holy fuck, he did not just say that.
Oh, my God.
This is amazing.
This is the... Hey, each fucking tape gets better.
I don't even know what to say.
Each fucking tape
It's
gets
just
better.
amazing. Fucking
You didn't
amazing.
blow me.
I still don't know what their issue is.
She didn't blow him.
But he's mad because
She fell asleep. Didn't you listen to the man?
She wanted to go in the jacuzzi. What the fuck don't you understand? It's
It was
simple.
2 minutes and she didn't blow him.
all this because she didn't go to the jacuzzi by herself.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Confused, man.
This is fantastic.
Please, can we rehear that
yeah.
one?
I gotta hear that.
Don't you dare wait. You're blaming me right now. Now I'm blaming you. You went to sleep.
I don't blame you.
I deserve to be blown first before the fucking jacuzzi.
All right.
Blowjob first, then jacuzzi.
Not jacuzzi, then blowjob.
Mel fucking Gibson, asshole.
Wow.
Wow. I swear to you, if I didn't know the business end of this, I would think these two were pulling the biggest gag on everyone in the fucking country.
Right.
If he wasn't saying shit that was so inflammatory,
Yeah.
I would think this was some kind of amazing joke that Mel Gibson and this woman are playing on the United States of
Right.
America.
What was the first line he said before the jacuzzi?
Are you tweeting it too?
You fell asleep.
I'm tweeting my ass off.
You fell asleep.
Oh, my God.
When you should have been
Well,
blown.
I'll go
You
back.
You didn't blow me, yeah.
I'll go backwards.
God, is
I'm
that
gonna go way back.
fantastically fucking
Oh,
funny.
he's the
I'm going to go way
greatest.
back. Here we go.
So wait.
You said,
You go to the goddamn jacuzzi.
I'm afraid it's dark outside.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I just waited for you. I waited and waited till I fell asleep, and then
Waited like 2.5 fucking minutes. You're fucking snoring. Don't you dare wait. You're blaming me right now. Now I'm blaming you. You went to sleep.
I don't blame you.
I deserve to be blown first before the fucking jacuzzi. I'll burn the goddamn house down. But blow me first.
I'll burn the house down, but blow me first.
All right, wait, what do we got?
Mel Gibson loves to be blown.
What was it? You went to sleep?
It's too much.
All right, wait, I got to go back.
It's fantastic. I'll burn the house down.
I'll burn the house down after you blow me.
We're playing this way before anyone else, so I got to get
Blowjobs
I gotta get this
are a
right.
priority for Mel.
Don't you dare wait. You're blaming me right now. Now I'm blaming you. You went to sleep.
I don't blame you.
I deserve to be blown first before the fucking jacuzzi.
Before the fucking jacuzzi.
Oh, my God, he's the greatest.
Holy shit, how do you not love this guy?
Unbelievable.
How do you not fucking love this guy?
First.
Oh, God.
The Mel Gibson tapes. Fuck Nixon. Fuck the Valachi papers. The greatest leak ever.
This is better, yeah.
Yeah.
This is better than fucking Pat.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pat O'Brien. Way better than that. This
better
is
than
fucking
Pat O'Brien.
entertaining.
Slow down a little bit. The Pat O'Brien was pretty good.
It was
stuff.
good.
Amazing.
Good stuff, but
All
you
right.
know what?
Yeah.
This is coming in parts. It's like fucking Indiana Jones.
No, this is good
Wonderful. This is a series.
It's great.
It's called Blow Me, bitch.
and then blowing down,
burn
burn
the
down the
house
house down.
Dare wait. You're blaming me right now. Now I'm blaming you. You went to sleep.
I don't blame you.
I deserve to be blown first before the fucking jacuzzi. I'll burn the goddamn house down. But blow me first.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Not blow me.
Fucking dare you. You wanted the number of my therapist? Don't you ever speak to him. Find your own goddamn therapist.
You mean
Because you got problems more than You need
You know how
medication.
to fucking push my buttons, and it is not going to work with us. It's not. I can't get like this anymore.
Yeah, I'd say it's not going to work out, Mel.
You're doing it, and you're a liar, and you're dishonest, and you're fucked up. So you stay the fuck away from me. Take care of your fucking son, and I better have my daughter. I just want my daughter and a maid. It's a lot less fucking trouble. They clean up after themselves. They make your goddamn bed, which you did not. You don't have to worry about emotional blackmail or any other bullshit that you put me through. I just need a nice woman to look after my beautiful daughter.
And blow me.
I don't have to fuck her or anything.
Please say blow me.
You're a pain in the ass. You're a pain in my ass. Stop being that. You're a pain in my ass.
Oh my God.
Being that.
That is too much.
Stop
Ed.
being that.
Please tell me there's more.
That
This
ends
guy.
tape 4. We're going to have to wait for tape 5,
Oh, my
Jimmy.
God. This guy
That
is
ends tape
cooked.
4.
Stop being that.
Oh, my
You're
God.
a pain in my ass.
Stop not blowing me.
I got a question for Jimmy, though. You think, I don't know, Mel likes blowjobs?
Yeah.
You know.
God, this is bizarre.
I'm asking Jimmy.
He doesn't like blowjobs.
No? Huh. It's weird.
He's fucking angry. He's deeply disturbed. This
He
guy's
just
shot.
ruined one of our classic bits.
Hey, that's fine. He's okay.
Oh, what were you guys doing? A bit?
No,
We're doing a little bit.
Oh,
He
I
doesn't-
missed
he
it.
doesn't know. It's fine.
It's the only
Yeah.
bit Jimmy and I do.
That's fine.
Let's do
Oh,
our
I'm
little
sorry.
bit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Look at he's turning red.
Get back to it.
No.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
He loves them.
Oh, I'm sad.
See the long pause in
It's
that.
okay. That mic's not a Myron.
Yeah, what am I?
I'm just
Goddamn.
fucking with you, Mike.
Come on, I'm on Last Comic Standing. What do I know?
Dude, tape 4, best one.
That's great.
Tape 2
They're
is
all.
strong.
Here's what they are. It's
and
like
what was on tape 3? I'm confused because we did tape 3 and 4 today.
It's like breaking up The Godfather by
yes.
commercial breaks. You can't say what the best one is. They're all the sum of parts of a sum, whatever it is. They're all trees in the same beautiful suck my dick bitch forest. He's the greatest.
a lot of comments coming in.
The blowjob one, the lines in that tape,
And burning
were
down the
fucking
house.
classic.
That's just, yeah.
Blow me.
Shushi Meat
Right.
from Philly writes, no wonder Mel is pissed. This crazy Russian bitch is blowing jacuzzis.
Fucking Mel loves his cocksucker.
Yes.
You know what it is? After
burn the
being who
house
he
down.
is, all he wants to do is just kick back and get that Australian hog serviced. That's
He's
all he
Mel
wants.
Gibson. It's Mel Gibson.
Suck his dick.
Jordan organized Mel Gibson's wife's to-do list. 1, blow me. 2, go to the jacuzzi. 3, make bed. 4, go to bed. 5, wake up and blow me again. That's what she is supposed to be doing.
all he wants.
Right.
It's fantastic tape. That is some fantastic fucking recording right there.
God, he's great.
Don't be that.
You are a
When
pain
he
in my
says-
ass.
A pain in my ass. He just doesn't. He's so fucking incensed. He doesn't know how to even talk.
Don't be that.
He cannot speak properly. Don't be that.
He's the greatest.
This will go down in history.
Yeah, this man is awesome.
I think this should go down in history as one of the greatest events.
For mankind.
It just you include it in great comedy specials and the moon landing.
Yes.
You put them all in a fucking room.
Way more exciting than the moon landing.
This rivals, you know.
And here it comes over Lakehurst, New Jersey. The Hindenburg is making its way over to the mooring lines, and oh, it's bursting into flames. Oh, this is the worst catastrophe I've ever seen. Blow me, you fucking cunt! You fucking cunt! Blow me!
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Tranquility Base. The Eagle has landed. You fucking cunt! Suck my cock! Before you step out and say one fucking word about one small step for fucking man, you suck my fucking dick! Or I'll just shoot this rocket off and leave you here! You fucking cunt, Buzz Aldrin!
One small step for man, one giant blowjob for me.
Oh, God.
He is the fucking... All I want to do is buy Mel Gibson movies.
I am supporting him wholeheartedly.
Completely.
Yes. I'm in Mel's corner.
How can anybody concentrate on the racial stuff? So what he said, nigger. He's just an angry guy.
Back. It doesn't matter. Listen to him.
Yeah, it's all about the blowjobs anyway.
Yes.
It's so great.
You should just fucking smile and blow me, because I deserve it.
Isn't that the fucking... That could be every man's motto.
Exactly.
That's my motto.
Right. Yeah.
Smile
I'm getting
and blow
T-shirts
me.
made.
Because I deserve it.
Oh, there will be T-shirts.
Oh, we got to get a T-shirt of Mel Gibson's face, smile and blow me.
I'm
that
sure
would be
it's out
great.
there already.
Yeah.
That's
I guarantee you there is a shirt already available with Mel Gibson's face and these lines.
And you can
all
get
over.
it on eatabullet.com.
Oh,
you bet. I jumped in on that one earlier.
Did you really make that?
Motherfucker, that's
It's being made up,
beautiful.
yeah.
That's hysterical.
Smart.
That's beautiful.
Oh, he's just the fucking greatest. God.
Oh, it's beautiful. You gotta love Mel Gibson.
This is all, by the way, in an argument, this really is all you want to do, is scream, just shut the fuck up and blow me,
Right.
because I deserve it.
Yep. And that's all I want from you, is to suck my dick.
Oh,
He's really speaking for every guy that's ever been angry about anything. Or disappointed or just...
Or
there's
happy.
Or there's traffic.
Or anything.
I got another one in.
Listen, Lord of the Wasteland Humongous. Take that Mohawk faggot on his motorcycle and his little boyfriend and have them suck each other's fucking cocks. I saw a rig 2 days ago that'll haul that tanker. Blow me! From the Road Warrior. Thank you. Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man blows the other.
This poor bastard.
When's Tape 5 come out? Tomorrow?
I just can't. It's amazing.
Just smile and blow me.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Who is that? Whose is that? Is that Norton?
Don't give him credit.
Oh, no. No, I
Don't
think it
even
was
give
yours.
I'm not giving anyone
Oh,
credit.
no, I wasn't.
now.
You're going to buy a Just Smile and Blow Me shirt. It should be off Eat a Bullet.
You go to eatabullet.com.
Yeah, and you got a picture of Mel on your shirt? Can you do that?
I can't do that.
Nah, you get sued for that, Mike. What's wrong
Is
with
she
you?
going to get sued for what she's doing? Or is this
I
legal?
don't know.
I mean,
It doesn't seem like it would be legal, but I guess it is.
Smile and suck my dick.
Man, we make a stupid prank call on the radio. We got to tell them first now.
Yeah, I know.
And she could just fucking tape Mel Gibson and give it to the world?
Thank
It's
God.
not fair.
Hi, we're doing a prank call to you, so act surprised. What do you say
That's
to them?
exactly what you're
Yeah,
supposed to
fuck
do.
these people.
So when you hear prank calls on regular radio, it's all bullshit now.
He's been punked.
All bullshit. It's all
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
All fake. They took the prank call out of the game for the radio guys.
I'm very proud of you.
Very proud of you.
Very proud of you.
I do magic act.
Well, it's not going to get better than that.
I'll wrap your head in with a fucking ratchet.
Mikey?
I sell Paul.
By the way, we're going to replay Tape 4 tomorrow because
Yeah, we
we need to spend some time with that one.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Figure we get it out there for you guys.
Beautiful.
We'll go over it more closely tomorrow. Mike
God,
DiStefano.
man.
Mike, I just started following you on Twitter. It's Mike _ You couldn't get the regular Mike DiStefano?
I didn't really do it. I don't know.
Are you not doing it?
No, I got my. I didn't set it up. I guess my managers did that.
All right, Mike _ DiStefano. DESTEFANO on Twitter.
Right.
Follow Mikey. And of course, last Comic Standing, Mondays 9 o'clock Eastern on
Yeah,
NBC.
that's
Vote for
right.
Mike next Monday.
Thank you, man.
They will definitely give a number out, and please,
they'll
push
do it.
Mikey through. And we want him to win the thing because I didn't know it was 250,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That's not bad.
Take the fucking money and run.
Yes.
And you got other gigs coming up?
Yeah, I'll be out in L.A. Next week. I'm at the Ice House.
Good club.
in Pasadena. Yeah, a lot of fun there next Thursday, and then I'm at the Improv in Hollywood on Saturday.
Cool.
So, and I'll be out at Vinny's in August sometime, Vinny Brand. But hopefully I'll be back in before then to hang out with you guys a little bit.
Absolutely. We're going to follow your progress on Last
Yeah,
Comic Standing.
cool, man.
Closely, so.
Thank you.
I have to whore myself.
Jimmy!
Yes.
July 29, 30, 31. I'll be in the Atlanta Punchline. And my Boneyard show starts in 25 minutes
Ooh.
TikTok.
today.
Sure it's
TikTok.
today?
Today's Wednesday, right?
You always get that wrong. Oh, Jimmy.
I always think it's Tuesday.
No, it's
Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, so it's today at 11 to noon.
I'll do the show with you today. I'm sticking around.
All right, I'm going to be playing. I do themes. Then the theme is going to be songs that I play when I want my girlfriend to leave the room.
And blow me!
And blow me.
All right, very good.
Yes.
Is that it? Mike, anything else?
Nah, man, thanks for having me in, guys. I love you. Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, Mike CD, OK Karma.
Yeah, check
Available
it out.
on iTunes and Amazon.
OK Karma.
You got to be selling well with the show. It's got to help.
It's helping. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten the numbers yet, but
Mike,
doing my best.
we'll leave with a little stand-up from you. Mike's audition from Last Comic Standing, week 4 stand-up or week 6 stand-up? Week 4 stand-up is Italian Heritage, Meeting Girls, Craig Robinson, mispronouncing your name, or Self-Esteem Black Guys, Reincarnation.
That one I think you'll like. The second one.
Second one I just did?
I like it better.
All right, so we'll leave you with Mike DiStefano from Last Comic Standing.
Thank you,
And we'll
man.
see you soon, Mikey.
Thanks.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, wow, that would have been a great out, too. Take 2? Yeah, Mike, we're not going to hear your stand-up. Big spot for you, and I don't think it's going to work.
Fuck, man.
Hold on, let me try it again.
Oh.
You hear how perfect that hour would have been, too? Oh, here it is.
Coming to the stage right now is Mike DiStefano.
Yeah, what's happening? All right. Have you ever noticed that the wrong people have self-esteem? Right? Like I have a friend, the guy's delusional. He likes himself and he shouldn't. And I tell him, stop liking yourself, you suck. He thinks he has me. He says, I got women banging my door down. I said, from the inside. They're trying to get out. He told me, he said, I have a stalker. I said, well, it's probably a social worker from the STD clinic. I wouldn't worry. Look at the black dudes. They love me, the black man. I feel like a chubby white girl sometimes. I really do. That's right. I love black dudes. You see a black guy walking, you hear music in your head, you know? Yeah. I look at a white guy, I think about insurance. I want to be black. I want to be reincarnated as a big black man. That would be fun, you know? Not next life. I want to be white one more time, but then after that, I'm going black, son. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. I don't like to do observational humor because I was raised as a kid. If you observe something, you keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. I was a drug counselor before I started doing comedy. It was a good job. I helped a lot of people. This one guy once came to me. He's like, Mike, I don't know what to do. I had sex with a man for crack cocaine. And then he said, do you think I'm gay? I said, I think you're worrying about the wrong thing. I don't know if you're gay, but you definitely have a drug problem. You need rehab. You don't need to redecorate. Thank you very much, you guys.